Welcome to the new year, everybody. How are we doing? I missed everybody. This weekend felt long, not gonna lie. I'm happy to be back. Everybody have a good weekend, good new year. Hopefully, everybody was safe, didn't do anything stupid. That's what I want. Amy right now doing very solid in the pre-market, up 1.65%. GME up about 1%. The SPY's up half a percent. But look at this move on TLT, down pretty significantly today, with a nice little bond move, freaking out a little bit going into market open. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. We're gonna go over the danger zone, TD Ameritrade being wild. We have Fintel being complete idiots. We have I was looking into the CNS system, the continuous net settlement, and basically explains exactly how they're able to just legally naked short or synthetically sell shares into the market. It's just a giant game of musical chairs. So when the DTCC is going to come out and be like, "Oh, we would know," no, you wouldn't. It's a giant disaster of how you have your system where everything's moving all over the place. There's no way for you to have any idea what you actually have going on. But how are we doing, everybody? Late the VIX. I'm not late. I hit it right at 9:30. Good morning, STV. What's up, Subi Sickness? How you doing, man? Matt Synthetic Girlfriend. Hey, you doing? Leetard. How you doing? Broke the Stoke. Whew. Let's go, people. All right, let's do a little bit of a quick Ortex update as people are filtering in. I also want to go over some things on Ortex that I'm seeing. Okay, so what we're looking at here on Ortex, 76.49% estimated utilization. What the heck? Oh, whoops. That's why. All right, so we have 76.49% utilization. We have 17.01% estimated short interest, 1.25% cost to borrow minimum, 1.27 average, maximum 1.35%. Again, we see shares on loan of 100 million, estimated percentage of the free float on loan, 19.8%. Here's what I want to look at here. Don't want this. Don't want this. Don't want this. This is what I want. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, so these are the things that I want to look at right here. So when we're looking at average days on loan, it's going to give us a decent understanding of where the shorts are piling in. What a shocker. VIX has a hoodie on. Yeah, obviously. It's hoodie season, bro. So average days on loan gives us a decent understanding of how, when it moves, when the shorts are piling in. Now, you can also look at that and kind of determine where the danger zone is. So recently we saw one. Where is it? On November 29th. What did AMC do on November 29th? And where was the price? November 29th. Right around here. So it's trading around 36, but really the average days on loan started to come down back here. So the last week of November, we saw it to really start to go down. Where was AMC trading at? Right around 40 to 41, 42. Now let's see what the next one was. Right here, June 7th. Okay, June 7th. Where was that? Should be right here. No, just kidding. Right here. It's this one. June 7th, right here. A little bit of a green day, but then what did we see? We saw a lot of shares go out on loan, and then they tanked the price. It came back up, but again, they were just selling a lot of those shares in, pushing the price down. Here's the important thing that I noticed yesterday. Remember, right before the June run-up, everybody was saying 1450 breakout. 1450 is a really important technical level, and that was a key level that we need to get over in order to start the next run. Here's the important thing right here. What is this range right here? March 16th. March 16th was when the average days on loan really started to come down. What happened on March 16th? Where was AMC trading at? March 15th, it was trading at the high right around 1450. The next day also came down a little bit more after the shares went on loan, came back up to 1450, and then came back down. So when we look at those levels, it tells us where the danger zone is. Last time we broke 1450, that key level of resistance, what happened? Rip all the way up to 72 with gamma and everything. Here's why this is a little bit different this time and why I think it's so important. So the new danger zone, the last one was around 52. The new one that what they just created is lower. It's around 42. Here's the problem though. When you come over to the option chain here for this January date, look at how many options there are at 40. Let's see. 58,754. If it gets anywhere near 40 with all of the options even coming up here, it's danger zone. They are screwed on everything that they need. They like it's just gonna shoot the price. So if the danger zone's like 42 and 52, well, remember last time we saw a run with the little August September gamma all the way up to 52, right up to the danger zone. But there wasn't anything crazy on the option chain that was gonna really send it. This time there is. If we start to see a run and we can get to 33, 34, 35 and creep up to that $42 level, well, that's the new danger zone. Let's see. What's up, everybody? Also, for everybody filtering in here, if you guys don't mind, just dropping some likes on the stream. We are going to be here for a while today. We have AMC up in the pre-market 1.58%. Let's see how TLT is doing over here. Put SPY over here on the bottom left. GME down here on the bottom right. Let's see, people. Wishing you a wonderful start to the new year. You too, man. I know we were talking about AMC, but Shift Technologies has an order ask of yeah, it doesn't matter if it's if the ask is that high. Good morning, M Kriegs. You see FTFT this morning with their little crypto stuff get approved. FTFT. What the heck happened here? FTFT was ripping the last time I checked. That is interesting. Whew. All right, people. Liked it. Thank you. Thanks, dude. Oh, but I think you guys are having a conversation down here. What's the short interest on SoFi? Let's look. And then we have some other wild stuff to talk about with like TD Ameritrade and stuff like that. But let's see here. 13.72 on SoFi. All right, Amy. 1.47 in the 1.65 in the pre-market, looking pretty good, people. We have TLT selling off. The SPY's up 0.5%. If the bonds kind of chill out today and it really lets us have a nice move, GME is already up 1.68 above 150. It's looking good, everybody. All right. What else do we want to do? Legal. You guys want to do legal naked shorting, or you want to do what's max pain for this week so far? It should be 29 still. Yeah. Hold on. Max pain for this week right now, 29. All right. You guys want to talk about this Fintel stuff? I think we should do Fintel. This whole Fintel thing is wild. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Like basically what Fintel has done, their whole business model is to provide information in a nice, coherent way to retail investors for a hefty monthly fee. Now, who are the biggest group of retail investors right now that are trading in the stock market and have promoted Fintel basically to everybody over the last year and lined their pockets? We have. Anybody that's used Fintel in a video, like anybody, we have helped them. The reason why they most likely had the best 2021 or the best year in 2021 was because of us. So when they come out and start like basically just like gaslighting us, so like, no, none of this is happening. If you thought that, wouldn't you just leave? Like, blah, 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 all this stuff. It's like, whoa, you are playing with fire here. Everybody on Twitter is now not going to use you. And here's the other thing. We can get the same information. The only reason why people use Fintel is that they have some other data, like short volume on the day. You can get it for free. They have some other things that they offer too, the short interest, but we already pay Ortex for that. So why do we need them? Basically, the only thing that I have used Fintel for is for 13Fs. You know where we can go to get 13Fs? Whale Wisdom. Literally any other site that offers it. And hint, hint, it's free. So it's kind of nonsense that they're doing this. They're not going to last very long. Also, the guy who owns Fintel, I believe it's like one guy. Like it's not that many people that are a part of them. He also has a hedge fund. So I know everybody likes to be like, oh, hedge fund, bad. Doesn't always mean that he's nefarious or a bad guy. like, and they're doing manipulative stuff. That's not necessarily what it means, but it hasn't really been disclosed anywhere. Like, it is a data source, but at the same time, like, big hedge funds are not using freaking Fintel. They're gonna use, like, their own data, market data that they're getting and that people will give them just because they can. Are you saying to buy puts on Fintel? Yes. If they were publicly traded, I would. Am I supposed to get snow today? I think so. Fire an arrow at the like target, sharpen your skills. Ho ho, what up, Vix? Stonks at games. It's one guy running it, no other employees. That's hilarious. Moo offers short interest for free. Just don't know how accurate it is, plus no payment for order flow. Yeah. Interesting. Swaggy Stocks hasn't updated yet this morning. I assume that's where you get Max Payne. Yes, that is. Adam Aaron tweet. Interesting. Let's see. What do we got from AA? Adam, what you saying, buddy? Oh, he's got a New Year's resolution. Let's see what it is. My New Year's resolution for AMC in 2020. Oh, in early 2021, AMC took on debt at high interest rates to survive. If it can in 2022, I'd like to refinance some of our debt to reduce our interest expense, push out some debt maturities by several years, and loosen covenants. One of two. Here comes the second tweet. Oh, is he going to make us wait for it? He is going to make us wait for it. There's two tweets coming. So he's got another tweet that's getting drafted right now. So basically he's saying, yeah, we're fine on our debt. Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for the super. I really appreciate it, man. Good morning, Jack. Good morning, family. Happy Monday. Grandpa is buying more, outworking the snowstorm again. It's okay. Bye-bye, Grandpa Barney. Good to see you in here, man. Thank you so much for the super. And I hope you had a really, really solid New Year's. Let's see. You're too quick on the draw. Yeah, it's out. Go to his page. His second one's out. Here it is. With an improving financial position, one of our 2022 goals is to strengthen our balance sheet. There's no guarantee of success, but we will try very hard to get this done. We are always thinking of creative ways to make AMC's future more secure. Okay, so here's what he's going to try to do. The easiest thing that he can do is just try to sell more shares. We've gone over this a couple of times on what I need to see in order to get AA to, or in my mind, to be like, yeah, you can do it. We need to be trading at like a much higher price because I don't want them to be able to sell that many more shares. And I want them to do the offering where we are buying it. They're not selling it to just some random institution that if they have a short position and they're getting it for a decent price, well, then they can just cover their shorts. I would like to see it like direct market, and I would only want to see like 10 million shares. You do that at 100, it's $1 billion. If you have a hedge fund, it would be easy to sway people with the numbers from Fintel. That's very true, but that's so illegal. Like, but even though it's very blatant and it's very illegal, we didn't know anything about that until Fintel started like being an a-hole. So I don't know if anybody really knew that before. So GME is up 1.12. AMC is up 1.18 right now. Let's see. Happy birthday. Thank you, Vince. I'm back. It's my birthday. Hope we have a nice run to the upside today. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of you guys too. So if we have more than a 35.58% green day and it's your birthday, you get mod for a day on the next day. So make sure you know when your birthday is. Let's see. I hope we get more drunk Fintel tweets. They were entertaining. They were hilarious. Let's see what Stonko Tracker is saying this morning. 110,484. 484,000 contracts out of the money. We are going to see this go most likely above 500,000 out of the money, or it's going to, if we run, we're going to see more of these in the money, like more contracts go in the money. But I would not be surprised if we see this number over here, especially if we start to run, get up to 500, 600,000 contracts at this January expiration date. And that is nasty. Issuing new shares will be decided through shareholder approval, so we will dictate if it happens or not. That's true. I have my own requirements and what I want to see out of AMC in order for me to vote yes. We've gone over it many times. They only have 46,000 shares right now that they can offer. They want to offer more. They're going to need to give me something in return. That's just kind of how I look at it. Broke to Stoke, you quit your job this morning. There you go, buddy. I hope that's like a good I quit my job. Good morning. VIX won 700 on roulette on New Year's Eve, putting it all on AMC. Jordan, there you go. Are you checking IDs to confirm birthday? No, just don't be an a-hole about it. If everybody just starts coming out saying like, "Oh my god, it's my birthday," if we have more than a 35.58% green day, then you're gonna ruin it for everybody else. A has to know it's not gonna happen. Well, there's other ways to do it. Also, people are saying they're gonna issue more debt. Well, no, they're not gonna issue more debt because they're trying to pay off their debt or push off their debt. They're not gonna like sell more bonds. I don't see that happening. Plus, here's the other thing that we need to talk about. Hold on, where is it? They needed 2 billion. What is this? Hold on, where is it? This article right here. Ah, hold on. Freaking ad blocker. Let's see. Screw you, CNBC. Let's see here. So AMC's profitability hangs on the domestic box office topping 2 billion in Q4. Guess what it did? Topped Q 2 billion in Q4. Here's the thing. You're going to see a lot of naysayers come out. Oh, here comes the morning rant. You're going to see a lot of naysayers come out that are essentially going to say, yeah, whatever. They're the 2 billion in revenue, but they're still not going to be able to get up to the numbers before the pre-pandemic levels. Hey, shithead, listen. We were in the time where the new variant fears were the fear mongering was through the roof every single day. There were closures. The market started reacting off of it. We saw biotech start to go on a run again. So when you are going to say, oh, yeah, but they didn't beat pre-pandemic revenue, we're not out of it yet. Like we kind of are, but like at the time that Q4 was happening, we saw all of this fear come up. And here's the other thing: if AMC didn't sell those NFTs along with their like the Spider-Man tickets, Spider-Man would not have broke the record or come in second. It just wouldn't have. And here's the thing that people don't understand about these NFTs. They just don't get it. That sometimes people you can't get it through their heads. What the hell, Spy? What are you doing? You just can't get it through their head sometimes. The NFTs are not some random stupid thing that they're offering. The Ion AMC one is not something that you're probably going to be able to sell for a lot of money. But the fact that the Spider-Mans did, we've talked about this before. It does not matter that whatever your opinion is on AMC doing NFTs, it doesn't matter because there's a reality to the situation that you should not be able to ignore, but some people are. The NFTs were a lot of them were selling for over $1,000, and the highest one that I saw was $16,000. It could be a lot different now. Well, here's the thing. Me personally, I would love to have 16,000 extra dollars right now. I would love it. Even 2,000 extra dollars. And think about this. If I'm going to go to the movie theater anyway, why not buy the ticket through the way, however, AMC wants to do it in order for myself to get an NFT to potentially make, I don't know, a couple 1,000% or tens of 1,000% on my investment into the movie ticket. And guess what? It comes at no cost to AMC to have those NFTs then selling for that crazy high of an amount. It doesn't. It's the market like deciding whatever they're going to sell at. Now, let's see what happens with the next time that they do it. If you see these NFTs selling for more money again, even if they're going to sell like for 1,000, 5,000, it does not matter. It's going to create this system where people are still, and you have to go to the movie theater in order to claim your ticket. So you have to scan it. You have to go. You're going to buy concessions or not concessions. What's it called? I don't know. Snacks. You're going to buy snacks. So either way, AMC wins. So you're gonna say, "Oh, they're gonna be doing all of this, blah 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 blah," and it's like, no, you're wrong. You cannot like properly value this company right now. It's impossible to do. And then you have like complete idiots, like the people at Motley Fool, trying to spread misinformation, and at the same time, when you think about it, why, why, why does there are stocks that I don't like. Nikola, hate it. Lucid, not the biggest fan. just because of some of the comments that the CEO has said. There are other stocks that I just don't like. Cryptos that I don't like. I don't write articles or make videos calling people who invest in those stupid, because here's what that does. You would have to know and be so much more intelligent than anybody else, like everybody investing into that one thing, either if it's a stock or a crypto, to be able to say for certain that it is stupid to put your money into that investment. Now, the people saying it on AMC, it doesn't make any sense because in 2021 it was up over 1100%. It does not make sense. So, there has to be some sort of ulterior motive. There has to be. Why talk about this? You're literally, it's just the weirdest thing that I've ever seen that people care what we do with our money. It doesn't make any sense. All right. That was the morning rant. Amy liked it a little bit. We're up 1.25%. Let's see here. Also, make sure you guys are dropping some likes on the stream if you guys don't mind. Just helps out with the algorithm going into the market today. Yeah, Gio, we saw that. We just read the direct Adam Aaron tweet. That is good. Morning family. Where are we closing today? Dude, I don't know, man. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't just be, I know the key levels. The key levels that I'm going to be watching are the danger zones. That's what we're going to be talking about a lot now. The danger zones. The danger zones are so important because of how we looked at everything last time. Remember, 1450 breakout. Why was 1450 important? Yeah, it could have been a really important technical level, but when you look at the average days on loan and when it tanked, meaning that a lot of shorts were piling in, it was right around 1450. Now we saw one at 52, and now we saw another one around 40 to 42. So the danger zone is low to mid 40s right now, which we've seen AMC get to like that. And we have a nasty option chain coming up. So if we start to see any move, again, it's not guaranteed, but if we start to see any sort of like nasty move, oh, it's done. Like you can't, they're not going to be able to contain it. Plus, you can set up an NFT with royalties. So every time there's a transaction, the creator of the NFT gets a royalty. Yes, I don't think that's going to be a crazy high revenue stream for AMC, but it's better than nothing. That's the other thing too. I think they could do what, like Tony's idea, Popcoin. Also, TLT is getting hammered in the pre-market. This could be really, I mean, the SPY's only up 0.5% on this, but small caps could get a nice little boost with TLT going down. AMC needs to bounce like Kim's butt. Matt Stuck Suspenders, good to see you in here, man. Shout out to all the members. You guys are sweet. Thank you, guys. What? Let's see. U.S. Treasury 2-year yield hits highest since March 2020, last at 0.785. Fun fact, SHIB still has a larger market cap than Robinhood. That's funny. But Moffley Fool says I should avoid AMC and GME this week. Yeah, screw them. I hate them so much. They're so stupid. They should all go to jail. Literally, they should go to jail. You should not have like here's the thing. They're just gonna try and fight fundamentals. This is why second rant. This is why when people say stop talking fundamentals, it's just short squeeze play, I want to just like scream. Because no, stop. The reason why I will always say that the fundamentals are so important is because here's the thing. If fundamentals were not important in a short squeeze play, you could chase any high short interest stock and call it the same as AMC and GameStop. You could just chase them. You could just put a screener out. What has a short interest over 20%? Buy it and then just say it's going to go up. That's not the case. So the reason why the shorts are so deep in AMC and GameStop and a lot of these other stocks is because they think that the fundamentals are not going to continue. They think that the fundamentals are bad, and that's why they're shorting. So the fact that AMC is able to show that one, the fundamentals are increasing, they might be able to get into like free cash flow profitability for this quarter. It's so unbelievably good for us because it shows us that what we've done over this last year is working. It's working, and they can't You cannot say that the fundamentals do not matter and it's all about the short interest, because the other thing is that we don't even know that the short interest numbers that we're looking at are right. We can know for a fact the actual numbers that AMC is putting out. If those numbers aren't great, well, that kind of stinks, because the shorts are going to be like, yeah, we're right. But that's not what's been happening. The numbers have been continuously getting better. AMC's estimated revenues for this quarter are over $1 billion. If they can crack into a cash positive range, oh, they're going to be screwed. Because here's the thing, and I will say this every single time: the shorts, anybody at these financial institutions have a fiduciary duty to their clients to not gamble away their money. If the position change and the data changes, they're going to get out of a position. And here's the other thing. What the fundamentals also do, this is the other thing that people don't think about that they should. What the fundamentals do as they increase for AMC is it gives long institutions a better long thesis to put in more money. We are smashing fundamentals. Why wouldn't people include it? I don't know. But here the other thing is, so retail investors, it's possible that we have more money. Well, we do. We own 80% or around 70-80% of all of the shares. A lot of people are floating around that 90% number, but it's just kind of cherry picking data on what's actually out there. It's not 90%. It could be more than 100%, but the reported numbers on what's actually out there is like 70 to 80%. But here's the thing. Long institutions have more money than us in order to put it in bursts. So if they are going to feel more comfortable putting their money into a company like AMC or GameStop because of the fundamentals, which is what they're looking at, they're not going to chase short squeeze plays. That's good for us. Here's why. Retail investors cannot team up and just be like, okay, we're going to use our collective money to buy at one time in order to push the price up. That's not how it works. But institutions are one entity with more money, and they're going to put in bigger buy orders to just, and those buy orders are going to affect the price more. So that's the other aspect of it. It's like, okay. My sister wrote articles for The Fool years ago and quit because she hated the corruptness. She's now has a CFA, so I'd rather listen to her than their lies. There you go. Do you think AA is hinting at asking for authorization to sell shares by his tweet a few minutes ago? Yeah, but he can't. Like, he's not going to get it unless we're trading in. So here's the thing. Unless he's going to offer less than 20 million shares at a price much like we'd have to be at further than all-time highs in order for me to be like, yep, we've already done our part as retail investors by giving AMC the ability to raise all that money. You need to give us a little bit of something in return. Yes, we've gotten the NFTs, we gotten all that stuff, but we need something a little bit in return in order to be like, yeah, you can offer more shares. Because here's the thing, in the long term, that's going to benefit us. We could be at this for a while. It's very possible that we're at this for a while. AMC is getting a nice little pop here in the pre-market, up 1.65%. GME's up 1.6. The SPY's coming down a little bit, but TLT is very, very weak today. So watch the SPY start to get a little bit of a movement. Ryan, what's up, man? They only have like 40K shares. We would need to vote to issue more than that. Yes, you are 100% correct. He needs to do a share count. He could do an audit, but we've never really seen like an audit like that happen. I've never seen one. AA needs to throw us a bone. It's not even up to AA. It's like it's kind of out of his control. If we end up getting to all-time highs and settling down at prices much higher than that, I'd be completely fine with him issuing some more shares. Not a lot, but enough for them to raise $1 billion. Like 10 million shares at $100 is $1 billion. 10 million shares would be nothing. Over like a 2-week span, that would not hurt us at all. And here's the thing, even though we might have a little bit of a dip, what happens when they close offerings, when they announce the closing? It rips. Like, that's the other thing. Like, we might be able to just eat up all of those shares in like a day, and then we just rip because the closing of the offering comes in and everybody's like, okay, no more dilution, and then it just runs. Ho, Mask Gang coming in. What is going on, people? SV, the countdown to 122 is on. What do you expect to start seeing? I think volume would be the first indicator. Yes. So there's going to be two things that I want to look at. Volume on the stock, volume on the option chain. So I want to see more volume on that option chain to really, if we're going to start to see the shorts really like have the pressure put on them, volume on the option chain is going to be very, very important. Do you know when he will sell more shares again? Crypto Knife, he only has 46,000 right now. If he sold those right now, it's literally less than a candle, so it wouldn't matter. They could do it at any time, and it really would not matter at all. But they don't have more than that. No shares. The media will have a field day if we voted for some. Absolutely can't issue more stock. We'll no 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 not if we're trading at freaking 100. I mean, if we're trading at like over 100 and he's like, I want to issue more shares, I'd be like, go for it. I don't care. Why do we care what the media says? Like, screw them. We know exactly what's going on. They tried to run with the Adam Aaron selling shares narrative, but like, screw them. It didn't work. We already knew what was going on. We knew everything that was going on with that. Not voting for any new shares until a complete share audit to verify our investment isn't being counterfeit. That's a very fair point too. Share offering would give us a guaranteed dip buying opportunity if we were in the hundreds, 200s, if we hit those levels. And offering is a smart play. We need all-time high though. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying do it right now. That's craziness. Offering right now would be stupid. If we were trading at these prices right now, I'd say, hell no. No, don't sell any more shares. I'm not voting for anything. Hit that like, everyone. Yeah. If you guys don't mind, just dropping some likes on the stream as the mass gang is coming in. It just helps out with the algo. Thank you guys so much for showing all the support on the channel recently. You guys are awesome. Extreme Gains has a video out about the algos for AMC. Must watch if he is right. Interesting. I gotta take a look at that. TMI's box. What's going on, people? When air fryer? Yeah. Do you have an exit strategy during MOAS? Yep. Options go first, shares go second. That's kind of my exit strategy. Like, I have a bunch of options that's going to be, so the options for me are where I'm probably going to make like a decent amount of the money. The shares are more to just hold it, like just hold it. Because if I can crank and make a bunch of money on the options that I have, okay, well, I have the shares too. Then it gives me more of like a breather. It's like, I already made some money on it, like a decent amount. Now I can feel a little bit better and not as like about holding the shares and figuring out when I want to sell. I almost used an air fryer yesterday. Almost use it. Almost. How about ask AA to do something for us? A catalyst to most. He can't do anything that's gonna move the stock price like directly. Like, he cannot like engage in any actions that like the main goal of it is to increase the share price of the stock, unless it's like to benefit the company to increase its value. Ugh. Here we go, people. Welcome to the Mass Gang coming in. How are you guys doing? Let's see. How is everybody doing this morning? Everybody having fun? What up, Vix? Happy New Year's. Airplane mode. What's up, man? He's not the CEO of the squeeze. True. 100% lit exchange, and I'll vote yes. That's not up to him, though. Anything new from Gasparino? I hope not. He's a complete dummy. All right, the SPY is moving back up a little bit here. It's up 0.33%. Amy is up 1.1. GME is also up 1.1%. TLT is selling off very significantly. What's IWM looking like in the pre-market? Because IWM should be having a nice little day right here. All right, it's up 0.52 right now. Let's see if we've gotten any economic data. Let's see. Twitter close it. Nope. OPEC meeting ends. Oil output discussions will take place on January 4th. Treasury yields peak. Yeah, so the AMC news is coming through the wire here. So Walter Bloomberg tweeted that out 15 minutes ago, right as it came out. So that is a good thing to see out of Amy. Very, very good thing to see. Let's see. This is Sparta. Why is Tesla up 7%? Deliveries. So Tesla like crushed delivery numbers. Oh my God. All right. So how is Lucid doing off of this right now? Lucid could be a decent sympathy. So Lucid is only up about 0.8% right now. I actually kind of like Lucid here. Where's the 240? And I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens with Lucid. I would like Lucid around here a little bit with what I'm seeing over here. How are we doing, everybody? What's up, Mass Gang? Let's see. You got a headache? Oh, man. It's 2 days after New Year's, still got a headache, huh? That's tough. All right, so what is it? We got 25 minutes until the market opens. Let's do a little bit of legal naked shorting. So, there's this new system called continuous net settlement. So, what this essentially allows for is, let's pull this up over here. Where is it? This right here. This is not the case under CNS because the NSCC, the National Securities Clearing Corporation, guarantees the trade so that even if the seller of the stock fails to deliver, the transaction goes through. So here's what this means. It's a giant game of musical chairs where it goes through an example here, but it's a little confusing because there's so many like broker A, hedge fund A, investor A. Like it's a little bit of a confusing example, but what it essentially allows to happen is they're basically saying, yes, you can short these shares, but there's a settlement period where we would have to go and find them for you. If they can't, that's when they fail. And then the DTCC is just like, oh, if we saw naked shorting, we would just know it right away. No, you wouldn't. The whole fact that the threshold list actually exists is kind of an indication that, oh, this is like a real problem in the market because yes, failures to deliver can come through other ways. Like if you have a lot of people exercising options and the market makers get screwed and can't buy all the shares quick enough to deliver on those options, yes, you can fail to deliver if you don't deliver those shares by the T2 settlement period. But when you see massive spikes in failures to delivers, it is a sign of naked shorting. Now, when was the last time that we saw crazy naked shorting? It was in 2008. And you know who was shorting? Well, it was most likely Goldman. Goldman was allowing this to happen because they're the number one prime broker. And they were shorting Bear Stearns and Lehman. And you could see through everything that was happening, they would have crazy failures to deliver for 5 days in a row. And on the 6th day, it would stop. So it wouldn't get on the threshold list. They're messing with the entire system. It's crazy what these people are doing. It's insane. So that's kind of what we're fighting against here. It's this whole system that's built against us that now retail investors have woken up and are like, you cannot do this. This is not allowed. New 8K AMC filing. Oh, ho, ho. Here we go. Let's see if I can find it. January 3rd. Here we go. Current report. Oh, this is really short. Oh, this is just Adam Aaron, the tweet about refinancing the debt and pushing out some of the interest payments. So it's the same thing that was said in Adam Aaron's tweet. YouTubers have more views than mainstream Mockingbird media. I mean, that might be true. Here's the other thing that we need. This is what I was trying to get across in the video. This is how we really get going. We need new money. You want people to come in buying the dip? If they want to, this is all on their own volition. You need to tell people. You need to spread the word. Here's the other thing. Like, it's a little bit of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If we rip, people are going to look more because here's the thing. When you're looking at AMC content, you're searching it out and finding it. Like people on Twitter, we're in our own like little space. Like you can see the AMC stuff going on, but if you're not interested in it, you're not going to see it. So the way to do it is one, you need to just start telling your friends. If everybody tells 10 people and they start throwing a little bit of money into it, I mean, you're going to have more apes and new money coming in because again, at the end of the day, the only way to really get those big purchases in is institutional investors. The other thing is that any creator that you're watching, just engage with their content. YouTube's algorithm, especially in the finance space, is very weird. It will recommend videos to people that aren't necessarily completely interested in what is being talked about. So if like Matt's videos, Trey's videos, TMI's, Wrenches, you guys don't have to do it on mine, but if you want more people to figure out what is going on here, you can't just be like, oh, okay, like we'll just sit here and like hopefully it what no. You gotta like make sure that everybody can spread the word. Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, even in person, like you gotta like tell people about what's going on in order for like people to find out about it. Does Ethereum ever pass Bitcoin in market cap? Maybe, I don't know. Could AMC sell the NFTs with the big movie ticket for say $5 to $10? Could this be a way to raise money? No, they're not selling them. They're giving them out. Technically, they are selling them because you need to you need to pay, what do you call it? You need to pay for the ticket. Everyone knows about AMC, tons of money on the sidelines. That's true, but we need the money to come in. Like we would need that money to come into the stock to get the buying volume back. And how do you get the how do you how do you do that? Well, there's a variety of ways to do it, and some people are not going to like it. Some people are just not going to like it. Some people are going to be like really angry about some of the things that like the people like you have to do in order to get people to be like, oh, this is cool. Some people aren't going to like it. It's fine. I mean, some people just don't get the whole process that we have to go through sometimes. AMC is talked about everywhere. The problem is it's not exciting. So new money doesn't really want to come in yet. We need explosive news like a share recount. Maybe, but people aren't going to understand that. That's the thing. Like people aren't necessarily going to understand what that is going to mean. Like let's say you do a share count or an audit and it comes out that there's just a normal amount of shares out there. Well, okay, then people are going to be like, okay, well, there's no naked shorting in it. But at the same time, it doesn't change anything because the short interest is so really high and the overall supply is held by retail. So it doesn't change really the whole situation at all. They've still overshorted a stock that they shouldn't have. Like that's essentially what has happened. All right, people, we have about 19 minutes until the market opens. AMC's popping up here. Here we go, 1.4%. Let's do this thing, everybody. Let's see here. All righty. What's Max Payne this week? So right now I'm seeing Max Payne at 29. I don't think it's updated yet, though. I think we're going to have to wait until the market opens to see what the Max Payne is going to be. It's probably around, actually, when we pull it up here, what is the Max Payne might be a little wonky because there's not a lot of open interest on the chain. AMC's popping up here, people. Let's see. We could have a real strong day today. GME's coming down a little bit, a 0.82. This debt news for AMC is very, very strong. Morning, all SCB. Hey, I had to hunt for your feed just now. Freaking YouTube. These people. Yeah. Every single day, people come in and are like, yeah, I can't see like your stream. So that's kind of annoying. If you guys don't mind just dropping some likes on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm, I guess. YouTube just plays with everybody these days. How would you explain pre-market moves, ping pong, up or down move? It's just low volume because you can move it really, really easy in the pre-market. Right now, the volume I'm seeing, actually, it's not terrible. Like 200,000 right now on Webull. So that means it's probably double, little bit more, maybe 500,000 on like TD or something else. What are you guys seeing over there? It's saying that it's updated now, still at 29. Yeah, that's fine. Rather than take a few losses back in January and allow some retail traders to win, they decided to double down and spend millions and billions on manipulating the market so that they will win. They don't spend. Here's the thing that people, that a lot of people mix up. They're not spending that when they short, they're not spending any money really. Like they're paying the borrow fee, but the borrow fee is low right now. So like when people are saying they spent millions of dollars to keep it down today, I think that's a false statement. They could be if there's like billions of synthetics out there that they're paying interest on, but other than that, like they're not spent. That's just not necessarily true. 447K on TD. Interesting. Good morning. What's up, Shelly? How you doing? Yeah, volume's picking up a little bit. I mean, we'll see when the market opens if we get some big candles. I mean, it is the new year, so we can see a lot of volume start to come back. I mean, TLT's coming back up. SPY is still, I mean, it's still down. Like, oh wait, this is Lucid. Sorry. Yeah, TLT is down 1.25. We could see the SPY really start to move today, which would be sweet. Do they pay interest on naked shorts? Technically, no. But here's the thing: like, they may not know that they're naked shorting. In the way that we just talked about with the CNS, the continuous net settlement, they know what the cost to borrow is. So when they get those loan of the share, it's essentially an IOU until they figure out if they can actually get ownership of those shares to loan out or find somebody that owns them that's willing to loan it out. They're still paying the cost to borrow. Now, if it fails to deliver, they're still paying the cost to borrow. This is the problem. Like that's why a lot of these hedge funds don't know that they're not going to know that they're naked shorting. No hedge fund wakes up one day and is like, I'm going to naked short today. That's just not what happens. It's illegal if you get caught. The fines are going to be big. And you're going to have some issues. It's just the banks. The banks are the ones that are doing it. It's not the hedge funds. Like a lot of people like to say, like the hedge funds are manipulating. It's not. It's the banks that are the prime brokers that are allowed to do this. but the DTCC knows exactly how many naked shorts there are, right? Yeah, no, they have no clue. Do you think Roblox is a trap? No, no. I like Roblox long term. There were puts at 29 that will get bought back today. One order was 1,500 contracts or 1.5 million shares if they not hedged. No. But we finished under 29, so that would actually be a little bit bearish. Um, what was I going to look at here? Shoot. Here's the interesting thing here. Look at this. So the January 2022 expiration date, look at the puts. There's 24,000 open interest at that 50-cent strike. Deep out of the money puts, married put strategy, another way to hide short interest. Same thing with the deep in the money calls. They've started to sort of roll them out a little bit. I mean, there's a bunch of them at 10. But we saw a bunch of those orders come in one time on Unusual Whales where they were selling deep in the money calls. So again, with those buy right trades, remember there's always a buying transaction that is going to essentially have some effect on the stock when they're trying to either hide short interest, hide FTDs, and just kick the can down the road with their obligation on these shorts. But it can't last forever. 1,500 contracts should be 150K shares. It is. Yeah, did I read it? Yeah, where was that? Yeah, 1,500 contracts is 1,500 shares, not 1.5 million. Let's see here. Why are U.S. markets called fair when so much nefarious manipulation happens? I don't know. They like to say it. They like to say it's fair, but it's not at all. You're trading against people who essentially you're literally like, it's like going into a fight with a blindfold. It's like, you don't know where you're going to get hit from. You don't know where the data is. The data that you're looking at is correct. And whatever you're looking at, the only thing that you can really assure is like correct is like financial reports. But again, like we've seen with AMC, you can't accurately value companies all the time. There are other factors that you need to take into account that these institutions are not. AMC is up 1.43% in the pre-market. GME is up about 1%. SPY's up 0.36. TLT coming down. This could be a solid start to the, what do you call it? This could be a solid start to the year, people. This could be sweet. AMC was up about 1,160%, I believe, last year. Let's do it again. Let's see. They're going to take it down today, says Gringo. Interesting. Why would they do that? I think people are a little bit nervous and worried about the max pain for that January monthly too, that it being at like 22. It just means that there's an overwhelming amount of call volume and not a lot of put volume. So people are very, very bullish. Just because the max pain is going to be at 22 doesn't mean that we have to get there. Could we? Yeah, I don't see it happening though. I think the buyers would just come in and just really buy all of that up really quickly. Yeah, Tesla is absolutely going insane in the pre-market. Whoa. If you had Tesla calls today, you're probably going to be making a boatload. Gio, you still got Tesla calls, buddy? So is the Santa rally still happening? Yeah, it could be. I mean, we're pretty much near all-time highs. What's the all-time high? 52-week high, 479. Yeah, I mean, we could get a little bit of all-time high this week on the SPY. I mean, the Santa rally typically lasts into the next week, but again, people were thinking that Santa rally means like AMC all the time. That's not necessarily what it is. Like Santa rally is just broad market stuff. We're seeing Tesla go up. We saw the SPY break a new all-time high, which is what we were expecting to see at least one of by the end of the year. So that's kind of what we got. AMC is now at 1.43%, trading at 27.59. I want it back above 30 so we can get that 30.72 little break so we can start moving up to 33. And then we can really start talking about the danger zone. Tesla has a new deal with police cars. Yeah, that's been out for a little while, but it was their delivery numbers that really, really got it going. Let's see here. Hit the like button. Love the content. Barney, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Jean-Claude Van Damme went into a fight with a blindfold and it worked out for him, so I'm all in on AMC. All right. Do you agree that there is no legal way out for shorts out of this? No, that's the thing. Like, how are you going to get out of your short position? You have to buy the shares and close them. You can continuously kick the can, which is what we've seen. But at the end of the day, like, they still have to buy the shares back at some point. They can delay the obligation like for a decent amount of time, but at the end of the day, they're still going to need to buy the shares back. Please don't talk about Tesla. I got out of those calls last week and I'm sick to my stomach right now, says Mr. Fishing. Ooh, that hurts. All right, Amy. All right, people, we got 11 minutes until the market opens. Let's get excited. It's going to be a good day. Let's have some fun. It's the first day of the year. Let's do it. What are your thoughts on Lou? I think Lou is he's very good at keeping people interested. Do I trust the information that he says without sources all the time? Absolutely not, but I like what he does. Who decides when they will cover their positions? Them or whoever is providing them with leverage. So if you get margin called, done. And here's the thing: people hate the word margin call. I don't know why. People just don't understand what a margin call actually is. It's just pressure. That's literally all it is. It's applying pressure. There's more collateral that needs to be put up, or you have to sell off your position. If we get back into the danger zone, oh, it's done. Like, you're gonna see margin calls left and right, but you're never gonna see like X institution got margin called on this. You just never see it. Have you ever seen one? No, I've never seen one. But you can look at the price action, and to say that there were no margin calls on AMC in 2021 when the stock is up 1,160% is drunk. Goldman with the Tesla buy rating. Interesting. Vix, is there a real way to get a real share count, including the synthetics? There's one way. You have to do, honestly, like a say vote, like a technologies vote, and everybody has to vote. That's the only way. It has to be a third-party source where everybody votes. Do they have to increase their collateral today? Yes. So on that one, there's that one reset. So there's a reset happening today in the fixed income side that they are going to. The look back date is now July 1st, I believe. So yeah, there is going to be some collateral moving around. And remember today, LIBOR. So if you were manipulating, if the banks were manipulating the LIBOR rate, which they were, and a lot of these like interest rate derivatives were based on LIBOR, sorry, then they're in the rates start to wildly change today. Like, let's say it goes to it was based off LIBOR and then it goes to SOFR and the rates are different. Well, the value of your position is going to drastically change. And you could easily just get margin call, especially with phase 5 UMR. Oh, Trey, what's up, buddy? Do I know what a fleshlight is? Yes, I do. I wish I didn't, but I do, buddy. Oh, what's up, bud? How you doing? You have a good new year? Hopefully you had a safe time, didn't get into too much trouble. Trey, you would say something like that. Trey, if you're free right now, I can shoot you a link to pop on real quick, buddy. If Evergrande misses their second bond payment in January, I think the bonds will officially be worthless. Yeah, I mean, I think the Evergrande thing, I think it's kind of priced in at this point. I know a lot of people have other opinions on what Evergrande's gonna do. There's more of them though. There's Evergrande, there's like Sunshine. They all have like really nice names. It's like Evergrande, Sunshine, Fantasia, but all of them are like, oh no, the real estate market could collapse. It's like, oh shit. Always getting into trouble. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year to you too, buddy. Let's see. It's ridiculous that there is no third-party verification for the number of outstanding shares. Yeah. When bedpost. Trey and Vix for president. I don't think we could both be president. I also feel like we would hate that job. I feel like we would just be like, I don't want to deal with this. Like, Trey, did Fintel block you? Fintel didn't block me, even though I like put out a tweet on them and I was like waiting for them to insta block me, and then it never happened. The one person that did block me though is like Sean Williams, which is funny, even though I've never said anything to him like on Twitter, but I've ripped him a new one many times on the stream. So hi Sean, how you doing? Let's see. Amy's up 1.4, looking decent right now. Let's see. All right. Where's TLT? Oh, watch if TLT starts to bleed out today, everything is going to just have a really, really, really strong day. This could be another bond move day where TLT is just like, I'm going to go down. And then everything's just going to be like, okay, time to rip. Big fat block and a big fat trash talk, check their tweets and replies. Oh, it's hilarious. The other one was like, the funny one was TD put out a tweet that was like, let me find it. It's so funny. This one right here. We do not allow naked shorting at this time. What? Yeah, because it's illegal. You shouldn't be allowed to naked short, you bunch of dummies. Dude, they're so funny. Like, they just blocked by Sean Williams too. Why'd he block me? I don't know. I just wanna, like, give him a hug. Oh, they said they only block grifters. Uh-oh, Trey. Uh-oh, buddy, they're coming after you. Dude, they are so wild. Like, the fact that the fact that Fintel is think about it. The only people who have promoted Fintel over this last year is pretty much us. So they basically just what's the saying called? They shat where they eat. That's what it is. They just took a big fat number 2 right in their own cereal before they ate it. And now their cereal is gonna taste like poop. That's essentially what Fintel has just done. And now nobody's going to use it anymore. They're going to have to go back to the one dude who works at Fintel to just managing whatever money at his hedge fund side. This isn't Reddit. Don't bite the hand that feeds. Nah, I think they shorted the VIX. Yes, they did. There's a lot of sayings. I think pooping in their own cereal is a good one. Look, AMC dump minutes before opening. That's not a dump. The dump is Fintel, the one that Fintel took in their own cereal. Adam Aaron Sweet sounds like he will issue new shares. He can't without our approval, so he has to approve it. Oh, there Amy goes. That's a little bit of a candle, but at the end of the day, who cares? What are they going to do? They're going to move the price down? Oh, no. They're going to short it more and jack up the short interest utilization and day everything? Okay. Like, you want to make it more difficult for yourself going into this nasty options chain? Be my guest. It's fine with me. I'll just buy more shares. Oh boy. Trey, please don't start the ankles thing, bro. One time I was like going on a rant about like Kenny being on house arrest. And I was like, my car hasn't moved in a couple days. Am I on house arrest? And then everybody was like, let's see your ankles. And I was like, oh shit, what have I started? I'm jealous. I haven't seen STV's cankles. Trey, I'll shoot you a link quick, buddy. If you have some time, you want to hop on before you got to go to work or something. Let's see. We got like 3 minutes before the market opens, people. Here we go. Probably going to rant a little bit today, just because it's fun. I mean, Amy likes the rants. Oh, blue check boy over here. There you go. His cankles will light up your day. Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go again. All right, we got 2 minutes until the market opens, people. Let's have some fun. Big boom today? I mean, it would be sweet. Can you see your bike under all that? Is it? I walked out this morning. I mean, I had to walk back from a different apartment to my apartment. I wonder why that would be. And then hopping in your Discord in literally 5 or so, I'd hop on. Got you, buddy. Have fun. Just wanted to wake up with your energy, bucko. Let's go, people. Trey, I am cheating on the orange creamsicle rains, though. I kind of like the white gummy bear ones, too. I mean, they're kind of great. I know I did say that orange creamsicle was my favorite. I think, like, you can like 2 of them, I think we can like 2 of them. The old 928 sell-off. Yeah, I mean, watch TLT over here and see if it's going to do something. I mean, it's down 1.17%. Bonds are chilling out today. Let's see if everything starts to move. But again, in the past, we've seen it's like SPY and TLT move together, which is a very weird thing to have it do. But it is, again, the first day of the year. So really, you could just see these weird moves in the bond market and then in the SPY as well. SPY is still at 0.29. If I were to start a game show or weekly or bi-weekly, would you play? Coming up with details, but it could be a fun way to break things up. Yes, 100%. Also, Trey, I came up with a wild idea yesterday that I think you might like. So I'll try to give you a call later today, maybe if you're free. I think it's a really cool idea for 2022. And it's a very interesting idea that I think a lot of people would like. So I told a couple of people about it so far. They like it. It's gonna take a little bit of work to set up, but it's very, very cool. So, oh, ding, ding, ding. Here we go. Colton, the question of the day: weekly hood puts or no hood puts? Oh shoot, I still have hood puts. I mean, we did see that move back up to the averages that we like to see, but that's an extra O. Ooh, here she comes. Here she comes. What's the volume right now? 800. I mean, let's see what happens in the first 5 minutes if we get a little bit of volume on Amy here. Bet, let me know. Yeah, I'm definitely down for the game show too. I'll try to give you a call at some point this week. It's a fun one. I like the idea. They're gonna drop us hard today. Why, guys? Why are we? Why? Even if they do, who cares? We've seen this so many times. AMC can just like dip a little bit, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, boom, right back up. Like Ryan always says in here, like we'll have that like mid-morning dip, and then Ryan's just like $29 calls, they'll print, and then every single time we just start to rip right back up. So again, like the price action, let's see if they pin us on the same algo. Like that's the thing. Like I'm not the algo fractal guy. Like I can't, my brain doesn't work that way where I can just like see it and line it up. But last week when we were seeing like the obvious just it was the same exact thing. I was like, okay, that's an easy one. That was like beginner algo level, where if you could see that one, it's like, all right, sharpen your skills and you can see it. 1 million in volume. Let's go. Yeah. What are we at? Yeah. 1.1 million so far. I mean, what are we at? 27.55 up 1.2%. GME up. Ooh, 2.43. The spy's coming up into the range here. Let's see. All righty. They're already setting us a dip at 26 or so. I mean, they could. I'm STV's algo fractal guy. You could be if you wanted to. Let's see. Also, if you guys don't mind, just dropping some likes on the stream just helps out a little bit with the algo. I know a lot of people were in here this morning saying they had to like search out for the stream. So thank you guys for those of you who are showing so much support to the channel. It means a lot, guys. So thank you. Had a 130, 121 call set for market open. I'm already up to 70%. There you go. AMD calls 1.7 expiration. Is AMD ripping? I love me some AMD. I love stock. I love stocks that start with AM. Oh, there she goes. Amy's coming back up a little too. 1.24 million right now. Spy's coming down to VWAP. GME's up 2.28%. Looking very strong to start off the new year, people. What's up, David? How you doing? Smash that like, just like Vic. Smash that. Oh, Casey, coming in hot today. All right, what's the day high right now? 27.74, 4 cents off. I think we could have a good day. But again, we see these pops or drops in like right as the market opens. So we're just gonna have to wait and see if it's gonna pick a direction. Really, what we want to see is after the first like 15, 30, 45 minutes is what is this average of these ranges going to do? Like the 200, the 50, the 100, and the VWAP. Are they going to bend up, and are we going to see the test at the top and it's just going to keep going up? Or is it going to be kind of like not being able to pick a direction, and then we're going to see it kind of bounce around? I don't know. I mean, the SPY right now is looking like it wants to come back up, but it's bending down. GME is looking like it wants to get that trend up. AMC, same thing as well. AMD is having an awesome start to the morning too. After MOS, you should get yourself a Yukon hoodie so people know where you go to school. Jim, awesome, man. Yeah, I should do that. I definitely don't have any Yukon hoodies. Rico's video saying we're at final test of support now before liftoff. Interesting. What is it? What's the level that he was calling for? I mean, typically we see it happen 2 weeks before. The runs would start 2 weeks before the big boom. So 21st, so we have another week. So, oh my AMD, what is going on here with you, huh? Nvidia's doing good too. Must have been 1 week late on those Nvidia calls. What's up, mammals? I don't know. AMC selling off. Let's check Ortex. We haven't really done that. None of you Ortex crackheads have come in here and just been like, Ortex, Ortex, Ortex. But you know, I can take that role today. It's perfectly fine. I'll do it. Return shares, 461,000 shares returned, 605,000 borrowed change, 144,000. Estimated short interest, 17.02. Next week, we should get the new exchange reported short interest, and let's see how wrong Ortex has been. I should get yourself a GMC Yukon Denali. I feel like that's expensive. Good morning. Let's rip, people, says Jack's dad. What's up, man? How you doing? I think I'm gonna get I think I'm gonna lease a Nissan Pathfinder. All right, AMC up 0.66, GME up 1.76. The SPY is coming up nicely here. What's TLT looking like? Is TLT getting a little bit of a bounce at the market open? No, TLT is just hanging out at the low. So let's see what's gonna happen here. Volume on AME right now 1.7 million. So it's looking all right now in terms of volume. What I really want to see is the volume on the option chain come back too. Let me see if this is even going to give me anything. Yeah, no, nothing over here. Let me check on my phone to see, because sometimes it just doesn't update on the what do you call it? Let's see. We got oh wait, that was the the weeklies. All right. I don't really care about the weeklies though. Yeah, okay. So we have a little bit of volume across the chain on the January monthly right now for AMC. It's nothing crazy though. Nothing really jumps out. Ooh, 70, 259 contracts have been traded, 85, 556 contracts have been traded, and for the 145, 654 contracts have been traded. But again, the 145s right now are the same price that the 40s were before the June run-up. So when you think about the overall exposure, even if those contracts stay at the same price, if we run through the chain, those contracts are going to inflate so much more, most likely, than the 40s, because you just think about it. You own the right to buy something, but the price of whatever it is, AMC in this example, is more. So you're going to have to pay more for the right to buy whatever that thing is. TLT's coming up. GME's coming down to VWAP. AMC is at 2742, up about 1% right now. The SPY is coming up to its 200. Let's see if we can kind of change the direction of this range here and really start trending up. AMC looking for that 2750 right now. Here we go. I just tweeted you a screenshot of levels. Did you DM it to me, or did you? Oh, here it is. Where is it? Last support 2743, and then okay. Demand zone, supply zone. Where's the supply zone? Yeah, 45. That's exactly where I look at the what do you call it? Okay. So on Rico's screenshot, his supply zone is right around the danger zone that I've been talking about too. So it's like 42 to 45. I see the danger zone being right around 42. The reason for that is literally it doesn't really have to do a whole lot with technicals. Oh, AMC's popping here. Here we go. Doesn't have to do with like technicals. I'm literally just looking at average days on loan and when the shorts piled in. So what's the danger zone with that? That's kind of how I view things. It's good that it all lines up though. That's the interesting part. Like when I look at the option chain going into January, or the danger zones, and then it all lines up with what other people are saying too, but they're going through a different process to come to the same conclusion. I like that. That's pretty cool. Apple running? I bet it is. SPY is going nuts. Why don't I use Bollinger Bands? I could, but if I put them on this right now, and if I put like RSI and all this other stuff on it, the chart's going to get too crowded. How is it popping though? I don't know. It's up 1.6% off of the low of 2730. I mean, these moves are kind of tiny. Fine. I'll give you that one. What's up with Tesla? Are they still going, or are they selling off? Little sell the news here on Tesla? Oh no. Tesla's having a day right now. Let's see. These Tesla calls we're doing probably at least like 300% on Tesla calls, at least. If it's not, the premium's probably jacked on it. Yeah, 370% on Tesla calls. That's nuts. That is crazy. We are fighting hard right now. We are fighting. What's the volume like? 2.13 million. It's not crazy volume. I mean, GME up 2.35%, looking solid. Okay, so what we're going to need to see out of Amy is we need to see a couple of these candles close above the 200 MA. It's finding some resistance over here. It's coming back down to the 100, like we can see right here. But we want some of these 50 VWAP or the 100 to cross over, mainly the 50 and the VWAP. And then we can really start to bend these around and start trending in the right direction. That's what we want to see. Rico was talking about the EMAs lining up nicely. Yeah, they probably are. Let's see. Are we getting the cross yet? No, we should not be getting the. We should get a cross soon. Yeah, if the 50 on the longer, if we're looking at a little golden cross soon. All right. What the hell was this? What is this nonsense? All right. 2750 on Amy right now. The SPY's moving down a little bit. Tesla's going crazy. GME might come down to VWAP again, but Amy, again, it needs to kind of figure out where its ranges are. With GME right now, it's all pointing up. So if GME wants to go on a little bit of a run today and we start to see this range start to trend up, well, we're going to see the test of the VWAP, test of the VWAP. Or if the 50 comes up, we're going to see the test of the 50, test of the 50, and just slowly stair step our way up today. Sent you a DM on Twitter. SB, why does Market Watch show other numbers of volume on Amy? They might just be getting their data from a different source. Oh, Shelly, I'm not going to buy a Nissan. I'm going to lease it. Let's see. Eric. Oh, yeah. What's up, Eric? How you doing? Happy birthday to me. Oh, what's up, Eric? Happy birthday, my man. Yeah, Shelly, I'm not gonna buy a Nissan, I'm gonna lease it. I had a problem with the Nissan that I had in high school, but guess what? It was free because it was a lease, and I was just like, "Fix it." That's kinda what I wanna do. I don't wanna have to pay for any more, like, repairs, and I'm like, I don't need to buy a car. I feel like that would be silly right now. Just lease it. Well, I mean, we are really bouncing around right now, not really picking a direction yet. Still up 1%. The SPY's kinda bouncing around too. Do they lease Lambos? I'm pretty sure you can. Merry Christmas, says Rands. What's up, buddy? How you doing? All right, let's see what's going on Twitter. Is anything crazy happening? Yeah, we got the Adam Aaron stuff. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. Stop with the NFT dividend stuff, guys. Stop. You can't force AA to do something that he cannot do. We can say that we want it, but at the end of the day, it's up to him. Happy birthday, says Casey. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. It is not my birthday, but I appreciate it. Let's see. All right, everybody. Lease a vehicle and put it on Toro? Yeah, I could. I want to be like STV when I grow up. I'm not even growing up yet, so that's going to be very hard to do. But Tesla's going absolutely not. Honestly, Tesla's probably not done. Tesla to 1200. You had Taco Bell last night. This toilet is. Oh, I bet it is, bro. Relax with that. I mean, don't even get me started on bathroom problems. All right. Hit that like, everyone, says Silver Bull. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, just dropping some likes on the stream. Just helps out with the algo. AMC's at one. It's not really picking a direction yet. The volume's all right. 2.5 million so far, about 12 minutes into the trading day. Nothing too wild. On the day of MOAS, do I have to have clothes on? I mean, I think those are optional. Where do I see AMC this week? It depends. I think this week has the potential to be the start of what we could potentially see the big run up be. But again, we also could run a little bit, come down, and then start the run like we've seen in the past, right at that 2 week before time period. But again, I still think we're going to need to see the volume come back in, start to see a lot of hedging of these options, but we know where the danger zone is, and we know they've dropped it a significant amount, which was a very stupid thing for them to do. The danger zone before was like 52. Now it's 42 or 45. So we've seen AMC get up to those price levels many, many times in the past, and it can run again, guys, at any given time. It doesn't need to be like, it could just, like, right now in the next 5 minutes, it could just go. Is it going to? I don't know. Could it happen today, tomorrow? It could happen any time. That's what we've seen in the past. Was anybody really expecting it to happen in June? I mean, some people were. Some things were lining up perfectly. And again, remember, the last time we started to see a lot of these theories come out, the first one was Astro's fractal theory, and we did run. Was it the big boom that a lot of us were expecting to see? No, but the in my mind, the all of the different like requirements for it to go weren't being met. Now they are. Like, yeah, we have gamma, we have high short interest, we have the danger zone coming down. We have a lot of people excited about the new year where we could see another big run. It's looking pretty solid so far. Highway to the danger zone. There you go. I'm up 10K on my Toyota 2018 Toyota Tundra. There you go. Gasparino reported and limited my Twitter account. How did he do that? How the hell did he do that? Any thoughts on Prague? How's Prague doing? It kind of stinks. Prague's gonna be one that, like, all of a sudden it's just gonna go. All right, Amy coming down right now. It might start to. We're at 27.38, up 0.6%. What's GME? GME is up 2.35. Not really moving a whole lot, just kind of hanging out at the high. AMC is getting a little bit more volatile. We're about to hit 3 million in volume. GME's volume 110,000, very low. AMC Ortex 100%. I got you. All right, so let's see. 144 changed. Nothing's changed. 17.02% estimated short interest. Let's see, people. All right, GME's now coming down. The SPY is moving down a little bit. Let's see. Is TLT making its way back up? Is that kind of what we're seeing over here? A little bit, but nothing too crazy out of TLT right now. SB June run up happened June 2nd to 3rd, roughly where we are now before the monthly expiration. Sort of. It actually started on May 26th. It started end of May because we ran up to previous all-time highs and then went, all right, we're selling off now. We're getting a little, I mean, what's the volume on these candles? This one, 143,000. This one, right now, 118,000. Awesome. You want to sell AMC at these levels? I think that's stupid. You can do what you want, but I think that's silly. US IHS market December final manufacturing PMI at 57.7 versus flash 57.8. SPY moving down a little bit off of that. So is AMC ever going to move? Yeah, this is how people felt. What do you call it? Like in between March and June, like people were like angry all the time. Like, oh my God, it's never going to move. It's like, well, hold on. Let's see. Do you think the crowd is gone since those 72 levels? There were 80K viewers on Matt's stream. Now they're like 5K. Do you think most people are tired of watching it on YouTube? No. Here's the thing. People are going to watch when it starts to rip when it comes back. That's the thing. Like once it starts going again, this like you can see it. You can see on green days people watch more. So it's just people like taking a break and are like, yeah, whatever. The crowd's not gone. They didn't really go anywhere. They're just not as active. That's the other thing. Like that's what I was trying to get across in one of those videos. It's like you have to be active in order for it to. Here's the other thing. The institutions are watching us. All right, rant time. We know this is the thing. We know JP Morgan literally confirmed that they're watching us. They're like, yeah, we have through the retail lens, so we can try to like figure out what retail sentiment is when when things are going to get crazy. So people are not watching, or people are saying negative things in live chats, or people are not engaging, or people are not saying good things on Twitter. They're just going to keep doing what they're doing. So it's up to everybody to be like, yep, we're going to go engage with the community. We're going to say positive things. We're going to be bullish. A lot of these things are going to come out, but right now we're not seeing it. So it's up to everybody. Like, yes, we can do everything that we can to spread our message. Like I do the best that I can to spread what I think and the positive messages that I have, but I'm one person. There's however many people in here, 1,200. You guys can do the same exact thing, just in a different way. Mark Marcellus, what's up, man? How you doing? Hit the like. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. We've been holding for a year. What are you talking about? Patience. See my account go from 18 to 70K, back down to 25K. Come on now. Okay, Austin, I have a rebuttal to that. Most investors hold stocks for much longer than 10 years. You're thinking of this as like a quick squeeze in and out, make money quick thing. That's not what it is. This could take a long time to play out. We don't really know. Oh, the SPY is getting hammered right now with TLT coming up. If you don't have like I was saying this back in like the whole time that I was talking about AMC, it could take a very long time. And you know what happened? People were getting so pissed at me. They were like, why are you saying that? And I was like, just because it could, like it easily could just take a long time to play out. Check the 15-minute chart. I mean, All right, bouncing back up a little off the lows. We're down 0.3%. The SPY is getting absolutely hammered right now. Hammered. From the high of 477.72 all the way down to 475.20 right now. Austin. They're going to win in the end because they know we won't keep holding forever. Disagree. 100% disagree. We're not going anywhere. Where are we going to go? What's the point? Why leave now? Morning Vix, screw Fintel. Lex, yep. Fintel's playing around. I'm not going to ever use them again. Ever. I got to make sure that I'm not accidentally giving them money now. What's the RSI on AMC right now? I'll tell you. It is 35.33. What's up, Glock 9? How you doing? The housing market should have crashed in 2006. They held it up for another 2 years. Yep. Options, all shares, none of the money I was up was shares. Oh, I mean, yeah, like options are different. Like you got to figure out what you want to do with the options. He didn't see the pattern. Open, sell down. This volume is about to break upward. It looks like the same pattern as recent opens. Oh yeah, it always does. There were sniper shills testing sentiment in the mechanical, like playing shill attack is really weird. Will get worse. Yeah, I mean the shills are gonna come out. We've all figured out how to hold and also pay our bills. 6 months ago, it was more of a struggle to hold for me anyway. Yeah. Oh, here we go. The reason people are pissed is because you and everyone else haven't told us how to be proactive other than holding. You YouTubers have become a joke. Just hold isn't going to change anything. Jonathan, you're absolutely incorrect. And here's where you're wrong. We cannot tell anybody what to do. We are not financial advisors. People are not stupid. We don't have to handhold you and be like, you have to buy right now. No, 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 no. That's not how this works. We all know we've been at this for a year. And if you haven't been able to figure out how AMC goes up at this point, well, we need the buying volume to come back in. What do you want us to do? Here's the thing. You're saying that like be proactive. Okay, then we can talk about other plays and how to make money. But then what happens? Everybody's like, why are you taking attention away from AMC? We can't win. Like, you got to understand this. Like, the position that we're in sometimes, we cannot win. Anything that we do, it's like everybody's going to hate something about it, which is fine. Like, we signed up for this. But you can't say, like, you haven't told us what to do. Yes, we have. We've told everybody about everything about this situation that we know so far. Not a hedge fund. Thanks for the super. How dare you not tell me how to spend my money? Yeah, it's like you can't. Exactly. YouTubers don't need to tell you anything. You can't just you can't just be like, it's your fault. How is it my fault? What have I done? I've told you everything about the situation. It's up to you to make the decision on when you want to buy or hold. They only make the comments for the reaction you're giving them right now. That's fine. It's just another rant. People like the rants. Like it's fun. Like we all get into it and we have some fun. Now Amy's popping back up for the rant. Trey, thanks for the super buddy. Quit getting worked up and get a Subway cookie. You know what I'm gonna do, Trey? I'm so worked up right now. I'm gonna get a veggie sandwich. No, it's just funny. Like it's fine. Like we all go, we just do our thing. But like, what do you get? Like, we can't tell people what to do. And I like going on rants. Like you guys don't understand. Like I like doing the rants. It's fun. It spices up the streams a lot. It's all my fault. Don't let these people get to you. Oh no, it definitely doesn't. I just like to I just like to fire back sometimes. It's a fun time. Those cookies are fire. Trey is the man. Yup. Rant equals blast off. Don't stop. Oh, shoot. All right. Somebody say something stupid. I will note, he said, you have to decide when to buy or hold. Loving that those are the only options. Yeah, I didn't really. Sell is just not in my vocabulary. All right, shoot. I have to time this rant well because it looks like we're going to get a little pop. We all know SCV rants and Subway are the real distractions. 100%. 100%. Something stupid. Kenny is still on house arrest. Your kid Griffin is on house arrest. Nah, we need a new one. We need a new one. Gasparino's wife is shorting AMC. All right. That one, I don't think so. I don't think so. Not a hedge fund. Thanks for the super. Something stupid. Charles Gasparino. All right, here it comes. Here it comes back up to VWAP 2729. Spy's doing its thing here. Then stop saying MOS this week or woohoo. Here we go every 2 seconds. No, I've never said MOS this week. And the one time that I did like speculate that short squeeze was coming this week, you can go look at the title. It was on, I believe, like May 20th. And then what happened? It went whooshoo. But again, I don't know. I just like January. Like I've been saying, I just like January from like July. Like well, just because of the way the option chain looks and what we've seen. Like in every time that we've seen like a big run, the option chain has like met certain requirements. Obviously, there's a lot of other things at play. Like a lot of the technical analysis that a lot of people do. Like Wyckoff theory. I need to learn more about that because I think it's really cool. And then a lot of like the other different like different theories that people have, like they all line up. Max Duck Suspenders, thank you so much for the super. Stop telling me what to do and take my money. You don't have to do that, man. Let's see. Loaded up on options for January personally and gave notice at work. You think, Deborah, I mean, I think you might be all right, but let's see. Walmart Ortex, Tabasco Dave. No, no, stop it. I like when Trey drinks Kraken. It leaves a little bit on me sometimes, says Trey's mustache. There you go. There you go. All right. All right. We're feeling spicy today. MACD and RSI on 30-minute chart. What's it on the 30-minute? I can do it on TradingView over here. I just don't want to crowd the chart. Not ideal over here. What's the RSI on the? I mean, that should be the same thing. RSI 3276 on Amy. Let me go back to 1 minute. I wish I didn't have to pay more to put it on the 1 second. I feel like that would be fun for like 10 minutes just to throw it on like the 1 second chart and then just go bananas every single time we see like a little bit of a move. Can we get an Ortex on Evergrande? It's like yeah, TLT's dropping a little bit here. That's going to be good for the market. Here it comes. Look at TLT drop right here. This is big enough to have a little bit of an effect on the SPY. So here SPY comes back up to VWAP. AMC's getting a nice boom boom candle here. GME just made a new day high up 2.77%. Amy's back in the range. Again, we're still within 30 minutes of market open today, people. STV could trade baseball cards. Gasparito. He would never say anything to me. I don't think that he would. He just like wouldn't. March, then April, still waiting because no one is going to hold them accountable. Huh? SV, is each option contract, i.e. different strike price, considered different securities as a fair day trade? It should be. But buy and a close, it doesn't matter because if you're talking about if you're trying to figure out PDT, it wouldn't matter because it's still, if you're buying and closing one and then you're buying and closing another, that's 2 day trades. Apple hitting another high. Is Apple just not giving a shit what happens today and just going? What is it, 180 breakout? We see these little, ooh. That's okay. So this is what Apple's chart right now is exactly what I want to see on AMC with these averages moving up. And then we see it rip, come back down, test VWAP or the 50, and then come back up. That's what I want to see out of Amy. And GME looks like it can do it too, but it came down to the 50. Or it came down a little bit lower, but it flashed through and came right back up. So it's looking decent. Like Apple's looking good. AMC's coming back up. Again, who was saying it before on the 30-minute chart where it was looking like it was going to come right back up? You were 100% correct. All right, let's get TLT back over here because that's kind of telling us where things are going to kind of move. Still coming down. So watch SPY move back up to VWAP here and see what happens with Amy. Blew up my options account. Oops. Ooh, it happens. Wouldn't it be possible that with each covered shorted AMC share, they're buying one? So they buy into profit from their own squeeze? Like they would double buy. Are you saying like they're double buying? Like they're buying 2 shares for every share that they're short? I mean, I don't think they would be doing that. They would just have to like inverse the position really quickly. Did I see AA's tweet? Yes, I did. It's looking solid. So Adam Aaron's tweet, for those of you guys, we can go over it again really quickly. Let's see. So basically what he's saying, let me pull it up again. There's 2 of them. So the first one right here is my New Year's resolution for AMC in 2020 and early 2021. AMC took on debt at high interest rates to survive. If we can, in 2022, I'd like to refinance some of our debt to reduce our interest expense, push out some debt maturities by several years, and loosen covenants. Loosening the covenants is very important because the way that it's structured right now, they can't do anything to pay out anything to shareholders. Now, if they can pay off a significant portion of their debt and meet some requirements, maybe we could get something. If not, though, I mean, it's not the end all be all of another price run up. This is the one that people are a little bit weirded out about. With an improving financial position, one of our 2022 goals is to strengthen our balance sheet. There's no guarantee of success, but we will try very hard to get this done. We are always thinking of creative ways to make AMC's future more secure. A lot of people are taking that as they want to do more offerings. It's possible that they do want to do some more offerings, but at the same time, they don't have they have to get shareholder approval in order to do that. Now, in my opinion, we need to trade above all-time highs and be hanging out at those levels in order for me to be like, go for it. The reason is because if they want to raise $1 billion, let's say we're trading at 100, it's 10 million shares. We eat that up like that. But after like right now, if you were like, let's do an offering, I'd be like, no, I don't want that. And again, it's up to us as retail investors, the holders of the stock, in order to determine that. TLT is getting a nice candle here on the downside. The SPY's coming back up too. Come on, Amy. Let's go. Apple probably just getting pumped with Fed money. AMC probably waiting to get help from some institutional algo to pump it up. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. We need to see AMC feel comfortable. Like, these institutions need to feel comfortable pouring more money than they already have done into AMC. Because when you think about it, they are the institutions that can just hammer it quickly with buy orders, and then it starts a little bit of a run. They wipe out sells. You really see it reflect in the level 2 where it just goes whoop, right up. All right, here she comes right now. We're getting some nice candles here. GME is looking to make a new intraday high, already up 2.95%. Amy is up 1.14. SPY's looking decent. TLT is kind of settling down in this low range here. Here we go, people. SCV, if AMC did a share offering and they dumped shares into the market with the current low volume, I think that would hurt. Exactly. That's why I don't want it to happen now. I want it to be like if we're like past all-time highs. It needs to be a little bit of a give and take. Again, it's not Adam Aaron. Like, it's Adam Aaron can't do anything to pump the price I mean, he could, but it's illegal all the way up to like all-time highs. He could do I mean, there's probably something that he could do. Is he going to? Absolutely not, because that's not his job. Knock, knock, danger zone. Danger zone. I mean, yeah, 35 is going to be good if we can really start to get going, but 40 to 42, I think, is where that's where I see the danger zone. IWM going vertical. Yeah, with TLT doing its thing right now, I mean, I would expect to see IWM going, oops, that's wrong. That's the wrong one here. Yeah, IWM is having some candle. AMC is up 1.4. It's looking to get out of this range here. We've seen the upper test of this range a couple of times. 1, 2, 3. Here comes the fourth test. Let's see if we get that fourth test trend on the upper end of this little range that we've got here. And then I want to see everything start to bend up like we were seeing on Apple. We're seeing it on IWM right now, which is good. IWM's up 1.38%. Very honestly, hold on. Is IWM getting a little squeezy? Because that we did see a little IWM squeeze a little while ago when it was at 160 million shares short. Then it went down to 80. What's it at right now? 75. So it was at 80, 90 million a little while ago. So like that's not enough to really push it down. But look, the exchange reported on December 15th was 114 million. Show your ankles if we hit 30 today. Fine, whatever. This whole offering share spam is annoying me. Yes, AA definitely wants to do a share offering. Yes, at the right price, it would be good for us. Lastly, yes, they can't do offerings without our approval. Yeah, Kevin. Some people don't understand that though. That's the thing. Like there are going to be people in here, Kevin, that like know more about like how like companies can like issue more shares and raise more money than other people do. Like just like, and that's kind of like my whole thing here. It's like, the whole finance world is like most people in it. If you don't know that type of stuff, they're going to look at you and be like, why don't you know that? That's so easy. It's so simple. That's not really, oh, look at this candle here. Like, that's not really what my view is here. It's like, if somebody doesn't know something, it's not their fault, but it's my job as like a streamer to like make sure that they know going forward. Yeah, Amy looks great right now. Come on, get up there. Up 1.88%. GME is up 3.46, looking good. IWM looking strong. I mean, let's hold on. This is what we're going to do. We're going to put TLT up here. and we're going to ditch SPY for a little while and put IWM on the bottom left. So let's look and see how these bonds are kind of messing around. Yeah, so IWM is really getting jumpy here. And AMC is looking for that $28 break here, people. Here we go. Check the 30-minute and 1 hour, bro. I called that. Broke the soak. You did. You definitely did. Ryan, why weren't you in here calling for that to those $29 calls, buddy? What you doing? What, you miss it or something? What, you didn't want to take the risk today, Ryan? All I want is a 10,000% date. Rands, I honestly don't think that's possible with the way that the halts would set up. We would have to be over a couple of days. All right, 27.75 right now on Amy. IWM is really getting jumpy here. It's up 1.7%. GME is continuously making new day highs, up 4% right now. AMC up 2%. This is a really strong start to the year, people. Also, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind just hitting that little like button on the video, it just helps out with the algo. So thank you guys for showing all that support. Let's see here. Amy moving down a little bit here. IWM settling down, but I mean, GME is looking strong as hell, up 4% right now. Looking decent. Ryan, lol, I was for 5 or 6 calling it last week, and I had no money to play any of those bets. Hey, man, sounds like fun to me, says Rance. Dude, we would have so many halts. Like, in order to do it, we'd have to halt like 5 minutes and then rip and then halt. And then they'd put it on like 15-minute halts. Then we come back, and it would be so hard to do. Let's see. Let's see here. I don't even look at GME selling a little bit. Okay, so if Amy comes down and tests the upper range here right now at the 200, if it bounces off of this, that's going to look very, maybe bounce off the 100. But then if it starts to come back up here, which, I mean, it looks like it's about to do, and we start to see this bend up like we were seeing on Apple, that's going to be very strong. Tim, thank you so much for the super. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, Amy's looking good here. IWM is still moving up. GME is getting a little bit of selling volume here. What's the RSI on Amy right now? What is this on the 1 minute? 59.22. So we still got a little bit of room left to go. Hit the like, be a member, and join the channel now, says Eric. It's the path to a better life. Eric, thank you, man. You guys don't have to join if you guys don't want to. Happy New Year, STV and Synthetic Family. Sebastian, Happy New Year to you too, my man. All right. All right. Come on, Amy. All right. Bouncing off of the 200 right now. I like that. I like that a lot. What is the price going to end? There's no way to know. There's zero way to know where the price is going to go on the short time frames. You can have a decent estimate on where it's going to go. But I'm really mainly looking at what's going on with the option chain and where the danger zone is. The danger zone is low 40s right now. That's where that danger zone is. BVXV. All right, we'll pull that up here for a minute. All right, so TLT's moving up a little bit. Watch that a little bit. Buy on backs. Down a little bit here. Amy's coming down to test that 200 a little bit. All right. This one has a short interest of 3%. Really high cost to borrow, but 100% utilization. Interesting. Days to cover 0.52. Exchange reported, yeah, hold on. Yeah, it's very, very low short interest, but the utilization is high, and or it's 100%, and the cost to borrow is very, very high as well. Let's see here. All right, IWM still looking good. Amy is trying to bounce off of this 200 right now. All right, so we are seeing this little bend around now, but we are going to need to see AMC go like make a new intraday high in order for this to really get going. GME up 3.42, looking very solid. Meeting SCV in real life might be awkward because of your 6'2" height. Why would it be awkward? I mean, 6'2" is not that tall. What is the danger zone? Someone put me up to speed. Okay, so danger zone. The danger zone is for the shorts. Like when they say max pain's for us retail investors. In my mind, the danger zone is the price where the shorts are basically we're entering. It's going to be a range though. Like I'll say 42, but it's not going to be exactly 42. And here's the thing that I want people to understand, especially on the Ortex data that we were looking at before on AMC. This is why I think my danger zone theory holds some weight. Like this is the one, this is why. Average days on loan right here. I don't want this. So look, so we've seen the average days on loan. When it tanks, it means that shorts are really piling in. So right here, we saw it right here. So this one right here was when it was right around in the 50s. So danger zone at 50. This one was 42. Oops. Ortex. Sorry. All right, where is it? Yeah, so this one was the 52, this one was the 42, but what's this one? 1450. This is the interesting one because remember, right before the June run up, everybody was saying, I think Matt was like looking at the technicals and was like 1450 breakout and it's over. And then we did, and then it ran. But what also lines up with 1450 is right here. So average days on loan. So let's see, March 15th through the 22nd. Where was AMC trading at when they were tanking the average days on loan? Well, let's put it on a daily chart and go back there. It's right here. March 15th reached a high of 1449. That's 1450. And then over the next couple of days, it ran up a little bit. Well, it reached a high of 1454 on this day. Okay, so what the last time that they tanked they really tried to sell it off in March. Well, the high was 1450, but that's also the technical level that we were looking at. Well, the last time that we saw us really run up, it was 52, but they've really, really pushed it down. And they've made a new danger zone at 42. So it was stupid of them to do that because now the danger zone's lower. And here's the other thing. When we look at the options going into, where is it? This one right here. Well, what are the options looking like? Right around 40 and leading up to there. Well, we have a decent amount at 35. We have a lot of in the money contracts, but then we have 58,000 contracts at 40. So even if we get to 40, well, there's going to be a lot of hedging that's going to have to take place. So that's what I'm looking at in terms of the danger zone. And I believe Rico's technicals line up with that range too of his supply zone. So if we can break through that level, break through the danger zone, that supply zone, well, then that's going to send us going up to the next big levels, which could start off the next massive run up. So everything kind of all lines up there. All right, IWM hanging out at the highs right now. AMC is now trying to bounce off the 50. GME at up 3.72% right now at 153.91. It's looking good today, people. FTFT, they were ripping in the pre-market. I saw that come through, but oh yeah, here it goes. M Creeks, there you go on FTFT up 11.22%. What did they announce? It was the cryptocurrency market data platform. Interesting. I like that. Was there a volatility halt when Volvo? It wasn't Volvo, it was Volkswagen, but most likely yes. There's almost always going to be volatility halts. What are the danger zones? I just said it, but it's right now it's like 40 to 42. And then there's probably going to be another one at 52. But if the shorts that created the danger zone at 52 also pushed it down to 42, well then it's 42. Or it's mid 40s. Like it's just an average. Think SEAC will rip soon. Yeah, they could. Man, if anyone had Tesla calls, they're having a great 2022 so far. Yeah. Ness. What's Ness? What is this thing? Ooh, it's bouncing off the 50. That could be nice. No news on it, but I mean, it's moving. Let's see. So we hold until 1 million a stock, right? Please don't say that. Is it theoretically possible that it gets there? If nobody sells. If literally here's how it would work. We would literally have to have like a staking like option on like the stock market in order for us to see it get that high because you just lock up the supply. You don't have that on AMC. The emotions of people are going to win out. So no, I don't see it going to 1 million a share. I don't. If you're gonna hold for that, by all means, I mean you'll probably be able to get. If you're gonna try to hold some shares to like the height and have it come down, go for it. Just so you can see the numbers in your account. I think that would be like a cool thing to do. Just it's like a certain portion of your position, but like make sure you have a certain percentage that you're gonna do it with. But that's dangerous. That is a dangerous way to go about things. All right, Amy popping back up now, up 1%. IWM moving. GME's coming up too. Here we go. Here we go. Short interest on NES is 105%. Is that the exchange reported or the estimate? You're messing with me, Joe? I know. I could kind of, I mean, bull flag on IWM, yeah. Looks like it. Amy could be doing a, it's either going to do a, Hmm. We could be seeing a nice cup and handle here. All right, we're coming back up to over that 200 MA. We're not really seeing the bend up of the range yet that I want to see, but again, it's still very, very early. I guess Uncle Joe is going to lose out on the millions in capital gains tax. Oh, it would have been billions. If they cover any of the newer shorts, if we hit the danger zone, wouldn't the DT days to cover spike showing the older shorts still in play? No, no, no. Days to cover would be. It just has to do with volume. Days to cover would actually drop because if any shorts cover, there's less shorts out there. All right, here it comes. All right, IWM is moving back up now, looking for this nice break, make a new intraday high at 226.45. We're about 10 cents away on IWM. GME is getting a nice move here too, up 3.73. Amy's up about 1%, still having a strong day. 15-minute chart looks like MACD wants more green. Do I have it up here? No, right here. Oops. No, I don't want the yearly chart. Freaking Weeble. Yeah, it looks like it wants to bend back up and cross. That would be sweet right here. What's it looking like on the 5-minute? Oh wait, that was the 15-minute. Were you asking 30 or 15-minute? All right. 30-minute. On the 30, it looks like it wants more green. So what's the highest you think the price can actually reach? I have no idea. Like I have no idea. Do I think a million? No. Don't forget the yearly capital gains is a rolling date. I didn't get it until early February. Yeah, AMD looking strong. AMD was having a very, very solid day. IWM coming down a little bit here, but it's still, I mean, it made this new intraday high, which is very solid. We have GME at 153.94, AMC at 27.51. Honestly, it's kind of hovering around this 27.50 mark. We've kind of seen it today, like right here in the beginning before the drop, comes back up, kind of runs a little bit, but really settles down at this 27.50. So let's see what happens here. A million and one inverse head and shoulders on the 1 and 3 minute. That's what I was thinking too. But it also could turn into a head and shoulders, I feel like. But we have this little cup and handle here that's forming, which would be sweet. Fuel cell is booming. I mean, I'm also on the 1-minute chart. So yeah, fuel cell's going nuts. What about like EVgo and Blink? Are the charging networks doing well? Yeah, EVgo, Blink. I bet ChargePoint's doing well as well. I mean, let's see how Lucid's getting a little bit of a sympathy from Tesla, or it's gonna be, yeah, Lucid's not moving a whole lot, but honestly, I kind of like Lucid here. Let me look. 3-month. Or is it testing? Yeah, if it comes down a little bit and bounces off the 100 at where is it? It's like 38.20. Or even if it comes down to the 50 and bounces again, like we've seen it, like this is what we see. We see it come down, 50 down, 50 down, comes back up, very solid. If it uses this 50 as support and retest, I would probably get into some calls on Lucid. But that's kind of how I'm trying to do things more. Look at it on longer time frames. Amy popping up above the 200 right now, looking decent here. Was just about to ask about Lucid. I honestly kind of like it. My boss knows about my AMC investment and said if it starts ripping while I'm at work, I can clock off and focus. Kyle, your boss is awesome. Let's see. All right, IWM's getting jumpy right now. Same thing with GME. Here we go. Come on, Amy. Let's get a new intraday high here. SCV just got back. Can you check the short info on AVCT saying it's number 2 on the short squeeze list? Yep. AVCT. 15.67. Utilization high, cost to borrow high. I mean, how's it doing today? Is it above 250? Nah, it's down a little bit. I mean, you have those 250s for February, I think. I mean, you've been probably crushing it on those. GME is still making new highs. 4.25%. Let's see if Amy can get a little bit of this action. I wish I had a job so I could quit when we rip. It says Trey's mustache. There you go. Thanks, SCV. Anytime, Sam. I hope you really crush it with those. You think when hard questions get asked, bots start paying super chats to ignore the questions? What? What hard questions do you have? NNDM up 5? Yes, small caps are doing good. Small caps are really having a nice time. I mean, look at IWM. IWM is up 1.72% today. You got the February and April 250s. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Number 3 on short squeeze list. Interesting. New Year kisses. All right. Amy's still chilling around this 2750. What's the volume on it today? 6.1 million. GME 272K. I mean, pretty low, honestly. We have people in this movement who don't even have jobs, and we are expecting to get a short squeeze going. What is going on? What do you mean? Why is having a job a prerequisite for a short squeeze happening in the market? That's like saying, I mean, that's just like two unrelated things. AMD over 150. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Thoughts on CRTX? Why does AMC not go up and down based off good or bad news anymore? I mean, it never really did. Like we saw like great box office numbers in the summer, and it would just tank after. Let's see here, guys. I am going to run to the bathroom very, very, very quickly. If you guys don't mind, just dropping some likes on the stream while I run to the restroom really quickly. I'll be right back. For those of you guys who are gonna leave and come back, I get it, but it's gonna be like 2 minutes. So I'll be right back, people. Hello, I am back. What's up, everybody? We are gonna be so effing rich, says Eric. There you go. Let's see here. SB probably doesn't wash his hands after going to the bathroom, but now you're making the man do it because y'all mentioned it. I did wash my hands. I always wash my hands, people. Come on. Don't say those types of things about me. What do you think? I'm nasty over here? That's kind of nasty. Let's see. I was hit by a car on my street bike and can work. Subi sickness. That's tough, man. Could you please inform Trades who is the best and knows their biotech and pharma? That would be M. Kriegs. M. Kriegs is an absolute killer on the biotechs. What's up, Vix? Welcome back. Welcome. There is sound. There is sound right here. There is definitely sound. No, I didn't wash hand. Yes, I did. You cannot tell me if I did or did not. Me too. I got, oh, interesting. Yeah. Also, everybody that is in here right now. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Rockets and basketballs. Here we go. Let's get the rockets and basketballs. Come on. Let's get out of this range and start trending to the upward direction. GME making new highs right now. Here we go, people. Here we go. Evergrande delisted is big, big, big news. The bond market and the hedges are screwed. Yeah. Correct. Hand washing consists of 20 seconds of hand washing given the average. Oh. You guys are nuts. All right, guys, make sure you guys are dropping some likes on the stream too. Just helps out with the algorithm. YouTube's been playing recently. I mean, you guys have been the ones telling me that. So let's see here. Can't work and I still buy AMC, says the Subi sickness. There you go. BBBY earnings in 3 days. No way. They just had their earnings. I mean, if they announce something crazy again and AMC and GME rip in the after hours and you're going to tell me that the stocks aren't linked somehow, you're the conspiracy theorist. All right, here it comes. There she comes. Come on, get above this 200 and let's get ripping. Come on. You have 20K to average down. I think it will reach $20 before the squeeze. I disagree. I think we've seen the last of 20. How many days will the squeeze last? That's like asking like, I don't know. That's a hard one. I have no idea. Who cares about washing your hands? All right. BBY earnings Wednesday. Oh, on Thursday, says Ryan. Interesting. Check your email. I sent you something for real. I want you to take a look at. All right, I'll take a look. Here Amy comes. Uh, what is this? That's a weird one. That's a tax thing. I'm not a tax professional, so I can't tell. I'm gonna have no idea what. All right, let's get a new day high on Amy right now. IWM coming up. GME looking for a new day high at 155.36. AMC's previous day high 27.81. We're looking for one right now to get these averages really coming back up. We're about 10 cents away. Here we go. What's the volume on Amy? It is 7.49 million. Looking for. Am I almost done with my energy drink for today? That stinks. Good thing I have another one for later. What's my exit strategy and gold price? No idea. I'm just going to take a look at what we have going on. I mean, the options I'm going to sell first, and then the shares are going to be for much later. Just read it. I did read it. Like, there's a way to like not pay taxes, but like, I'm not going to get it. I mean, I have to read this. This is a long thing to read on stream. I can't like go through and read this right now, but I will read it later. Let's see. We don't know what portions of shorts choose to cover. Could be all, could be a few, 100%. Let's see. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes, getting a little bit of buying volume in here too. Here she comes. SV about to be talking in 3x. Yup. Especially when we have Amy popping like this. Oh, we're 1 cent away from the previous day high. Let's see if she's gonna break it. Can you explain your strategy for exiting shares? Okay. Well, it depends. It depends on it depends on how crazy the run up is. Like, you're gonna know if like we're really going or if it's gonna be another June. Like, you're gonna have a decent understanding of like the volatility, the craziness that's gonna happen, the wild things that are gonna go on. Like, yeah, like I'm probably honestly just gonna sell off in like 10 share blocks and just 10 shares, 10 shares, 10 shares, and just keep doing it slowly throughout the way. So I have a decent average selling price. Now, this isn't like a recommendation of what you guys should do. It's just like I'm not focused on selling the shares yet. I'm focused on selling the options, making the money there, and then figuring out, okay, how much more money do I want? Or how much more money do I think I can squeeze out of this thing? STV gonna have like 50K plus viewers MOAS day. It's gonna be crazy. That would be insane. It's like getting an inverse head and shoulders on the 4-hour for AMC. It's been like that for a while. Where is it? Yeah, right here. I mean, this is a little long right here. It just needs to go flip right up. We also need to see all right, Amy's at 27.72. GME selling off a little. IWM coming down, but still looking very, very, very strong today. How's BBIG doing? BBIG up 5.67%. There we go. We're going to need that Cryptide announcement, but it is bouncing off of its VWAP right now, which is solid. Let's see here. AMC stable today. Yep. Reports Evergrande 193 billion bond due this month. I expect massive protest during the winter. Yeah. I think Evergrande is kind of priced in. Like, we all know about it. It's not like it's this black swan event that's coming in. It can't be a black swan if we all kind of know about it now. I think it's kind of all been priced in. I think the Chinese government is going to figure it out and do their thing with it because they don't want the whole entire market to just like the real world markets to just like freak out because of this. They're going to figure something out. Razzie08, thank you for the super. Thanks for the advice. Let's show Vic some love for his time. Happy New Year. I don't think I gave advice, but thank you. Thank you so much for that, Superman. I guess BBIG is supposedly in a quiet period. Earnings coming up. Interesting. SV, after the squeeze, will you still keep at least 100 or so shares to support the company? Yes. I mean, depending on if I sell all of them or not, I mean, I'll just buy back in after. Because in my mind, AMC's price action is always going to be crazy. Because you're going to see crazy high moves, and then you're going to see shorts come in near the top. The price is going to fall back down, and the shorts are going to want to cover at some point. So you're going to see it go nuts every single time. It might take a long time in between, but eventually, it's like over time, it's going to do those big moves. Until January 7th on BBIG. Gotcha. When we sell shares during the squeeze, should we use limit or stop? You can get your stops blown right through. I mean, limit orders are going to be the safest one. Market orders are going to be something you got to be very worried about because they can fill you at any price. Like if you're going to see massive volatility and the candles are going to be like $30 candles, well, you could get filled anywhere within that candle or even lower than it if the market maker is going to like try to screw you. So limit order says I want to sell at this price or higher. So that's the smartest thing to do if you want to be able to lock in your price. Do you want to invest in me and be a part of me starting my own business? I need a wrinkle brain. It depends on what you're doing, Mr. Fishing. Thank you for the advice. Are dangerous. I didn't give any financial advice. I was just saying what I was gonna do. I was just saying what I was gonna do. All right, let's see what we got over here. Amy's RSI right now, 62. Ooh, here we go. Hold on. What was that? Was that a new day high? Nope. Oh, there it is right there. Here we go. Ooh, new day high at 27.92. I want to see us move back up to 30. That's what I want to see. Again, remember, with what we saw back in August, we needed one real big day on AMC, just one. And then it kind of sold off a little and then really started to get going. Now, with this action right here, I would like to see that big day come when we hit 30. So then we see it hit 30 and then really start to get going a little bit. And then it really gets us sort of into like reaching distance of the danger zone. That's what I want to see. 1 minute W. Yeah, right here. So hold on. We are outside of the range right now. I want so the 50 needs to climb up all over these ranges. That's what I want to see. IWM still looking good. GME at 155.60 up 4.86%, looking solid today. BBIG up 5.67. Everything's looking pretty good today, people. There's a whale there at 27.40. What's the order on the level 2? Limit order has risk, and should be priced according to the price action. Limit amount might never be reached. Right. That's why you got to put in like a decent limit order. Like it'll just be good till canceled or like good till close. So you might have to put in like multiple orders. I want to see AMC get away from the 20s. It's been a minute. Yeah, me too. What are we at? 27.78 right now, looking all right. IWM is looking, it's up 1.8. I mean, let's see here. GME up 5. I mean, let's check the Ortex on Amy, see if anything has changed. Let's see. All right. Ooh, borrowing a lot of shares today. Net borrow of AMC, 487,000 shares. Estimated short interest, 17.08%. Interesting. So they are borrowing a decent amount of shares today. Do I play any games? Like what kind of games? GME just touched 156. Did it? Max Payne this week? Yeah, let me look. Let me refresh this thing right here. 29 still I've got it at. Actually, let me refresh this. Because sometimes it kind of, yeah, 29. Look at NNDM. Yeah, but how low are they right now? 4. What'd they do? Was this earnings or what happened here? I mean, the printers, the Dragonfly is solid. All right, Nano Dimension 6 shows CEO invested $500K to buy shares in the open market. That's solid. That was on the 14th, though. So no news on this thing today, but the fact that the CEO is going out in the open market, spending $500,000 to buy shares is solid. Amy right now, 27.83. I'd honestly like to see some AMC executives do some of that. But again, remember, a lot of their executive compensation comes from shares. So let's say their salary is $300,000 a year, but 50% of that comes in shares. So technically their salary is only $150,000. But if they want to take some of that when those options vest, then they can sell some shares and make some of the money that they probably should have made anyway, but AMC just didn't have the cash to pay it out. So they're just giving employees equity in the company. So when you see executives sell shares, it's not a bearish thing. It's just like, okay, well, I was supposed to make this money. The shares are worth a little bit more now. If my salary is listed as this much, I might have a tax obligation. Thanks, Vix. Russell, anytime, man. What's the next resistance on AMC? I mean, I would just say 28. Like we're seeing, like it shoots up after it broke that previous day high at 27.81. It shot up to 27.92. So I mean, that's decent. It's only 10 cents though. But GME is looking very, very, very good. The 50 is moving up nicely. I want to see GME get a little bit jumpy here to get the 50 MA really starting to pull up, so we can see a little bit of a test. I mean, IWM is coming down to test its 50 right now. AMC is coming down as well. But I want to see these averages start to come up so that if we're going to see a little bit of a retest on the upper end of this range, well, that's solid. It's healthy. We can cool off the RSI and then start trending to the upside again. And again, we have Bed Bath & Beyond's earnings this week. Remember what happened last time when they announced something great and then we all ripped in the after hours? That was pretty fun. 27.61 right now on Amy, up 1.51%. The thing is here is that we're seeing these retests, but we're not seeing them at higher levels. It's slightly higher levels, but we need the volume and everything to really start coming in order to get this trending to the upside so that when we see some of those like testing the upper end of this range, well, it's that nice stair-stepping move up like what we're seeing with IWM right now. The last time IWM was touching this range, it was at 224.14. Now if it tests, it's 225.43. That's a decent jump up. Relly short interest. Yeah. So Relly, the short interest on it, it does not actually look like it's that high. So like Relly, it has to do with a weird discrepancy between what they're listing as the float and the actual exchange reported short interest. Like, let's see what it's saying now. There it is, 59.4% with 3.67 million shorted shares. That makes a lot more sense. So they corrected it. All right, AMC popping back up here. Very, very, what are we at? 27.75. GME, another intraday high here, up 5.34%, getting very, very jumpy. This is sweet. SQ's breaking out. Mark the Realtor. What's up, man? How you doing? Wait, Block Inc. Did they change their name or did they get bought out by somebody? It does seem like we just need one whale to buy AMC when we test to just give us that little push and get this leg up going. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be institutions right there. So everybody, here's the thing. People get pissed when we talk about institutions buying shares because they're like, they're just going to loan them out. But here's the thing. A lot of these institutions, when they buy shares and loan them out, remember, the securities lending market right now on AMC is not that crazy. Like, we're not seeing that many shares go out on loan and then come back every single day. Back in June or later, yeah, we were seeing and the cost of borrows were very high. So it made sense for those institutions to loan out the share, collect the interest because they were making money on the way up and the interest. So it's like them giving themselves their own dividend by loaning out the shares of like 70% a year. It's crazy. But it came down now because it's a variable rate unless they were locking in the rate. The other thing is those institutions can recall the shares at any time. They can just be like, yep, recall, give them back. So when these here's the thing, if like BlackRock is loaning out shares and they want to sell their position, they have to issue a recall. BlackRock doesn't have the shares if they've been loaned out. In order to GME is really getting up there today, 5.5% now. Very, very solid on GME. Here we go. Gotta check Sava. Cassava Biosciences up 12%. Yeah, it's looking pretty overextended right now. The MACD is coming down. Watch this thing start to drop here. When we become gorillionaires, do we get a card that we show at the restaurants and country clubs for special treatment? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, so if you guys don't mind, just dropping some likes on the stream here. You guys are crushing it on the likes today. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you guys showing your support on the channel. It helps out a whole lot. And we can spread the word on AMC and like just explain to people exactly what's going on with this whole thing. AMC about to zoom? I'm hoping. I am hoping. What's IWM doing? All right. So IWM didn't necessarily touch the 50. There might be another one up here that I just don't have, like a 25 or something, or a 20 that it's touching. But Amy, again, this range right here is just flat. I mean, we're seeing the 50 start to bend up, which I like, but it might take a little longer, Tay, to really start getting up there. Like Jamie's selling off a little bit here. Yeah, Sava's selling off now. I mean, it really got overextended here. I wouldn't chase this thing. Is there news on it? Is that what happened? I mean, this could just be a little bit of a gamma here. So after they hedge it, like it might come back down. Yo, VIX man, that's line matters. I'm confused. Which tickers are which? The detail isn't great on the small screens. Okay, so top left is AMC, bottom left IWM, top right now is Sava, bottom right is GME. So Amy right now is at 27.79, looking decent right now. Decent. I like it. I like it. All right. Good morning. Slept in. What did I miss? Jessica. Hey, it's always good to get some sleep. Vix has better hair than Matt. I don't know, man. I don't know. Are we gonna start some hair fud, some hair debates going on over here? GME looking for that new day high. Here we go. Gamma squeeze on shift. Yeah, what's the ticker though? You can enable watermarks on your chart so it puts the ticker in the background large enough to read. I don't think you can do that on Weeble. Oh, shoot. What is this nonsense going on over here? All right, hold on. We got to get our stuff back over here. Sava. Wait, no. I clicked symbol and then it just didn't do it. So I guess that's not what you do if you want the watermark in the background. I think you can do it on Trading View. I don't think you can do it on Weeble. All right, we need GME down here. Here we go. SFT. All right, 10%. No, not gamma squeezing. What's the float on it though? I mean, it's 150,000 shares that are in the money. No, not gamma squeezing. It's just running. How's BBIG looking? How are we doing? Ooh, BBIG getting jumpy here. That's what we like to see. All right. So IWM is looking for this test at the 50 MA right now. If it does, GME is just going on its own right now. It's about to hit 157. This is sweet. All right. So IWM is looking for the test of the 50. Then it's trying to move back up. AMC is at 27.76. GME is up 6% on the day, having an absolute time. Duke, I did already look at Ness. AMD having trouble with 150. Interesting. How do you feel about DraftKings? I mean, it's very, very sold off. If you're going to buy it for the long term, I think you're going to do all right. I mean, when I was buying it, I was like, oh, perfect. We're going to be fine on DraftKings. And no. I also bought Penn at 14 and sold it at 30, which, I mean, I'm really pissed about because it went above 100. All right, so here comes the test of the 50. AMC is still moving up here a little bit. Same thing with GME. GME 157.20 right now, breaking these intraday highs. It is not showing any signs of slowing down right now. This is very, very a solid way to start the year. Here we go. All right, people. Also, for everybody in here, make sure you guys are dropping some likes on the stream. Just helps out with the algo. We are going to be on here for a while. All right, we're getting this test of the 50 right now. AMC 27.80, BBIG up 7. GME came down below that 157, but it's still looking very strong. Zomedica is very low. Yeah, I bet it is. Bullish action. There we go. Hey, I think I said it right that time. All right. Peloton says to not attend the leadership. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see. All right. All right, we're testing this 50. Let's see what happens here if it's going to come down. I mean, this is a nice little breather on IWM, testing it at a higher level. I like it. Let's see what happens with Amy over here. I want that 27 break and have it continue to move to the upside here. How do I feel about Evergrande potential VIX run? I've said my kind of piece on Evergrande. I think in the beginning, it really had the potential to really, really get out of hand. Right now, I think it's fine. I think Evergrande's priced in. BBIG up 7%. Jeez. Come on, Amy. What's the volume on it? 8.71 million. GME's volume 442K. Pretty low volume day on GME with this big move up. When Divvy? I don't know. Sometime next year. Watch right before the latest video to understand that 80% of the time if the market is bullish or bearish, that's how it's going to be for the rest of the year. I disagree because this year is going to be rate hikes. We gotta really watch out for those. Question: would market makers start buying for a potential gamma long before the 21st, or do we not see that action until the second half of that week? Typically, we see the delta hedging and the gamma start to happen on the last 2 times that it's happened: August, September, and then June, 2 weeks before. So right around this week. DraftKings for a swing trade. What do you think? Why though? What do you see on DraftKings that would make it go up? Like, that's the thing. You need a reason for a trade. Like, just buying it because it's low isn't enough. You need, like, what are the technicals saying? Is there news supposed to come out? Is there earnings coming up soon? It's about to get into earnings season, so we could start to see a lot of action start to come through. BBIG is having a great day. 9 million volume now. There you go. Or 8. I'm seeing 8.8 over here. Market Watch just released an AMC article. That should be fun. If the DTCC find evidence of manipulation in the market regarding AMC or GME, do they freeze or stop trading? No, they don't do anything. Even if they found it, they're not going to do anything. But they won't find it because they're completely incompetent. Let's see. Market Watch AMC. 1 hour ago, AMC Entertainment said, 4 minutes ago. New Year's resolution, refinance debt at lower rates. Yeah, I mean, that's very, very bullish. So they're just talking about what we were talking about earlier with the Adam Aaron tweet. So it's just that news starting to circulate around, which I think is solid. Amy popping up here. Here we go. GME looking good at 157 flat. IWM moving a little bit here. Here we go. 50 across the 200 on AMC. Yep. That's what I want to see. That is exactly what I want to see. I want to see this 50 really start to get going. So when we start to see these retests, when it comes a little bit lower at the upper end of this range, it's at a higher level. What flavor rain today? White gummy bear. I love those. They're so good. Let's see. I'm expecting significant market correction within this year. I think we could easily see a sell-off with rate hikes because we don't know how the market's going to react when the liquidity gets sucked out of the system. We just don't know. New highs on GME, 157.49, up 6% on the day, going absolutely insane. There we go. First time watching your stream. It's great. Thank you, Douglas. It's also my second week of paper trading. Any tips? Keep it going until you find some consistent strategies that work for you. I like trading earnings. Here we go. New day highs on AMC, 27.92. Oh, here it comes. 28 break. Let's go, people. Here we go. Rockets and basketballs. Put them in there. Oh, here it comes. Everybody, rockets and basketballs. That's what we need right now. We're going to see this 50 continue to go up. What's the RSI looking like over here? 67.19. It's getting a nice candle right here, people. Here we go. BBIG moving up too. BBIG is getting a very similar candle to AMC and GME right now. GME is now up 7% right now. Whew. It is heating up over here, everybody. Heating up. Man. All right, 27.02. It's looking good. GME is the winner today out of a lot of these stocks right now. A lot of stocks. GME is acting like a winner. BBIG up 8.5%. There we go. All right, Amy, is the day highs now at 28.05. Let's see if we use this 28 level as support. We're going to need to see the 50 start to curl up a little bit more, which I think we are going to see, which is going to be solid. The MACD just crossed over a little bit on the 1 minute. What are we looking at on the 5? 5's looking very strong. 28.07, new highs. Here we go. Coming up on the 30 minute, it is coming up to the 50 and the 100. So let's see if we can break through a couple of those levels and really start to get going. Rhode Island, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, my man. Volume jump? Yeah, it did. What was the volume on this candle? 217,000. It's a decent amount, but it's not all that wild. What's the volume right now? 9.34 million on AMC, 500K on GME. 4.32 million on BBIG. IWM coming down to VWAP here. Let's see if these get a little bit hit. Need BBIG to finally squeeze so I can put that money into AMC. Still down like 66%. Whew, that's a tough one. Is this the day we are waiting for? No. Volume's not really here. It could come in, but I would be perfectly fine with seeing that stair step up to 30, and then we see a nice big 20% big green day around 30. Tabasco Dave, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate it, man. Screw it. I worked a double on Christmas and New Year, taking today off to chill with you guys. Tabasco Dave, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to everybody popping in here. I hope you guys had some fun, a safe time during New Year's. Nobody did anything crazy. I laid low. I didn't go out on the roads. FOMO'd into BBIG, lesson learned. Yeah, you got to be very, very careful. Is this the day? No, it's not. Tesla and AMC are moving in synchrony. I like that. Yeah, a lot of things are. So is AMC and GME. GME's just up more. I mean, we're seeing it start to link up a little bit here, but let's see. IWM is going to test that VWAP right here. Let's see what happens with GME at 157.63 at 6.23%, looking solid. When emotes, what do you mean? Like for members? I mean, the members have a bowl next to it. If you're on dark mode, you can't really see it. I just got to add some more. FOMO'd into Prague. Last one I'm doing that on. Yeah, it happens. What is a reasonable amount of time for completing the right side of the inverse head and shoulder? I mean, it should be done like now. I mean, it's just kind of extending out. Now it's kind of turning into a cup and handle, I think. Mark the Realtor. Here we go. Twitter saying Baba to 150 at the end of the week. I mean, what's it at now? Is that bullish or bearish on Baba? I don't even know. Oh, no. Disagree. 100% disagree. I don't like Baba at all. Like, yeah, good company. Like they generate a lot of revenue, but at the same time, you're always gonna have to deal with China stock delisting stuff and like tension between the US and China. It's not something that I want to have to deal with in my portfolio. All right, 7.5% on BBIG. GME back up to 158. Here we go, everybody. Tesla ripping. Whew. January 21 YOLOs on DWAC. I think Trump speaks 2 times before then. I'm in. Yeah. So the thing about DWAC is what it's going to do is it's going to have those days where it just runs and then sells off. Like every single time we see it, it starts to go, sells off. Let's see here. All right. All righty. Let's see. Definitely in Baba 200 June with time. I'm not. No chance on me. Bing bong, says Matt Synthetic Girlfriend. There we go. My whole watch list is green. Give me a red one, says Water Bottle. Hey, man, why do you want something to be red? You trying to buy today? Trying to go shopping? New highs on GME. Absolutely going crazy today. There we go. The price is wrong. Yup. Baba to the moon. Stop. US and China at war. We just don't drop. Yeah. I need more green today. There you go. I mean, I would like some more green on Amy. I want to see us back above 28. I mean, here comes the 50 looking decent. If we test it and start to come back up and then start that trend back up, I'd be perfectly fine with that. I just want the 50 at a higher level. Dumbarine Trader, thank you so much for the supers, guys. You guys don't have to send those in if you guys don't want to, but special shout out to those of you who do. Dumbarine Trader says, hey, brother, thanks for everything you do. Keep me entertained throughout the workday. Can you take a look at GGPI, another EV SPAC play? Yes, absolutely. GGPI, how's this doing? Gores, is this a SPAC? Up 4% today. Looking what do they do though? Okay, it's a potential EV SPAC, I think. Park. Polestar. That's what it is. Okay. I mean, this one's looking decent. What's it at on the... How's it looking on the 3-month? It's looking like it wants to come around here. This could be a decent one here, especially if they're going to announce something. The thing is that it could be a buy the rumor, sell the news situation with GGPI. But watch out for that. Like a similar thing that happened with CCIV. Let's see here. We need some small cap love this January along with more overall volume. Yes, I think we're going to start to see the volume come back on a lot of these stocks. Like we're already almost at 10 million. We've got 9 minutes till 11. So, I mean, I think we're going to see that volume start to come back. We've got GME new highs already. Here it comes up 7.22%, 159.10. Watch for a little 160 breakout on GME. That could be sweet. I think there's something wrong with my Webull. New color has appeared over many of my stocks. I've never seen green before. I always thought default was red. That's funny. Polestar is tied with Volvo. Interesting. 28 coming again. AMD still ripping. There we go. What do I think about shorting UVXY? I wouldn't short. I don't like shorting things because the potential loss is limitless. You always, when you're shorting something, you should, if you know what you're doing, you should always have a hedge or like a spread trade on it. So you should always hedge something. If you're going to short something, you should always have another hedge on it. GME moving and AMC barely getting to 28. GME was always the way, says Austin. Oh, you're one of those. One day when GME goes up significantly and you're like, oh, GME is always the way. What about the days where GME is red and AMC's up big? What about those? That have definitely happened. Like, yeah, GME's having a good day today. AMC's having a good day today. It's up 2.65%. GME is up 6.7%. We're going to have none of this elitist bullshit in here. Here's why. Here's why. Your username is literally short the VIX. With hedging, like... let's see. Okay, so here's the thing. these hedge funds have not just done this on AMC and GME. GME might be the biggest one, AMC might be the second biggest one, who knows? But here's the thing. We have this line of like hedge funds coming through like this, trying to push these stocks down. If retail investors only hit GME, here's what would happen. We'd hit this one right here, and then all of them would keep going and they'd keep shorting those stocks to zero if they could. Now, what we have done by spreading out a little bit of the money, which if you're only in it to just pump the stock and have the squeeze go absolutely insane, then fine. You can say all day long, I wish the money that went into AMC and the attention that AMC has gotten over the last year had just been on GME. That's fair, but that's what you have to come in with. You have to be like, oh, this is why I think this. It's not oh, it's always the way. It's like, no, I wish that money went into GME instead. But the way I look at it is that you have all of these stocks here, and we've just gone like this. Nope. All across the board. So people are buying BlackBerry, Bed Bath & Beyond, Nokia, all of these other stocks, and basically saying you cannot short these stocks into the ground. So there's no safe haven. There's no where to hide with these institutions, because let's just say GME went crazy and then all of these other stocks went to zero. Well, then they win. I'm in this to make sure that they can't do this again, that these situations can't happen. So by saying that you should only go in on one is counterproductive to the reason that I think we're all here for. GME legit has no fundamentals. I disagree. I think they're also very solid. I think they could easily come back with what they're doing. We don't really have a great idea of what they're trying to do, but I'm bullish on both. I hold both of them. Right now, I'm probably going to try to get a little bit more GME because I have way more AMC. I want to be able to have both and make money on both of them. Am I still going to be buying both? Yeah, obviously, but I do want more GME than I have right now. Do I also want more AMC? Yes. Let's see here. The shorts have a safe haven in the hood. That's fine. I'm cool with that one. Connor says he's made a fortune shorting AMC since it hit 70. Good for you. Good for you. I don't care. You and your however many shares you shorted is not really making a whole difference. If you want to do it, go for it. I'm never going to do that because you can get real blown out on one of those shorts real quick unless you're hedging. So be careful. I'm holding AMC and GME too. Way more AMC, but I want more GME too. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Don't let anybody else come and try to tell you what to do with your money. If you come in here and say, I only want to buy GME because of this, and you phrase it in a certain way, then it's like, okay, cool. But if you're like, nah, this one was always the way, it's like, you're just being an elitist idiot. Like, stop. The way that you're acting, those people act, are the same way that the over-leveraged institutions act, the shorts, when they say, nah, it's fundamentally overvalued and we're going to short the shit out of it. That's literally what it is. BBIG popping back up here. GME selling off a little bit. Amy's coming down back to the 50. I know you don't like naked, but can you check Ortex on it? Yeah. So here's the thing. The reason I don't like naked all that much is because they needed to perform a reverse split. That's why. The Ortex on it, 2.59. The utilization is 0. So it looks like they've covered a lot of what their exposure was on naked. Lucid going. Yeah, I mean, I've been looking for, yep, here it comes. Dang. Okay, so now could be a decent time to start I mean, with this run here, it's up 4%. I mean, that's solid. I would wait to another little bit of a sell-off. What I was looking at was this right here. I want to retest. Yeah, it's going. I mean, let's see what happens around here. If the 50 really starts to curl back up, I'd like it, but I was looking for a little bit of a retest of the 100 right here. It's still going. I mean, that's a big one. Let's see. IWM is selling off a little bit here. GME is still up 6% on the day. Naked doesn't have options. Yeah. Actually, ordered a game from GME a week and a half ago. Still hasn't shipped. I bought a Nintendo Switch from there back in September and a couple of games from there. So I did my part. I don't really play a lot of video games and stuff though. So like, I mean, I can't like support them all the time. And it's expensive for buying. I do want a PS5 though. That is one thing I do want. I do want a PS5. That is something that I do want to have. So let's see. What's the point in trying to beat hedge funds with AMC when nothing is being done about what they're doing with naked shorts? What do you mean nothing is being done? The stock was up 1100 plus percent in 2021. So, I mean, there are things being done. A lot of these funds got blown out, took massive losses. You know what they're going to learn? Hey, probably don't short the stocks that retail is like, no, you can't do this on. Let's see. Ford breakout from a channel to all-time highs. Ford going. I mean, a lot of these big, yeah. Oh, wow. Ford is doing good. I hate video games, but I still have GME shares. There you go. I will sell you my PS5 for 500 shares of AMC. No. That is the worst deal. That is the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals. About to get a refund and buy it off Amazon. Yeah. Well, do what you got to do. I have a PS5 and an Oculus. I rarely use either, but to be fair, I have a house full of kids. Oh, so they probably use it. Let's see here. All right, everybody. Let's see. Nothing is being done to combat what hedge funds are doing. So what's the point in trying to beat them? Connor, why are you here? Why are you even here then? Why are you here watching an AMC stream at 10:59 on a Monday? If you don't think anything can be done with it, then don't buy it. That's literally it right there. If you personally don't think that it like there's anything that can be done, then don't buy it. But every single piece of evidence has shown that retail and institutions and some of the smartest institutions of all time buying and holding is combating the shorting that's been going on AMC and GameStop. So I don't get it. I don't get it, man. It doesn't make any sense. I like watching the stock and your analysis on the stock market. That's fair, Connor. That's fine. That's fine. He's not coming in. He's not. Nah. No. We're not getting rid of it. Nope. No Connor FUD. No. If he likes my analysis on the stock market, he can stay. Just if you don't think that like AMC can go, then just don't buy it. Like you can ask questions and stuff. Like that's a valid question. If you personally don't think that that can happen with AMC, then it's your decision to not buy it. That's the thing here. Like with what we were talking about before, it's not my decision to tell you when to buy or sell. How am I? Like you want me to come out and just be like, you need to do that. Like that's not how it works. Like Connor doesn't see the potential in this situation, which is perfectly fine. I'm extremely bullish. Also, if you're gauging the sentiment, here's the thing. If you're gauging the sentiment in the live chat right now, doesn't matter if I ban anybody or not. Doesn't have to. If there's a paid shill in here, which there probably is with all these people in here right now, it doesn't matter if I ban them or not. They just can't talk. They can still watch. I don't ban anybody unless it's a Pico. If it's a Pico, I'll ban them. Well, other than that, no. Only Pico gets banned. Exactly. Yeah. So if you guys don't mind just hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out with the algo. You guys are absolutely going wild on the likes today. I really, really appreciate it. Mark the Realtor just bought 2 AMC $30 calls, expiration this Friday, and an SQ call at 170. Yeah. Be very careful with AMC weeklies. In my opinion, the only times that we've seen AMC really print on calls is around quarterly expirations or like a big options expiration date. So that's kind of where I go with my options now. It's very possible that you hit it decently on some weeklies if we have a big green day. But most of the time, the statistics will tell you that those contracts expire worthless. Could we run this week and have a really solid run up? Absolutely. And you make a bunch of money. But don't put, this is the one thing about options trading in general. You shouldn't be putting in an amount of money that you're not willing to lose because the vast majority of contracts do expire worthless. Wish they had an option you could relight the stream once every hour. Thank you, Kyle. Simply Smith, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate it. I sold all positions on crypto going to buy AMC. Simply Smith, there you go, man. Hopefully you made some decent crypto gains and can throw some of that back into AMC. Where's Mandy? I'm not sure. Not sure where Mandy is. Let's see. Could Connor be Pico? Nah, Connor's not acting like Pico. Crypto's getting pumped and dumped. I'm out too. Crypto. Ooh, here comes Amy. Let's see here. I mean, we're seeing a little bit of like a triple top around this 2810. The 50 is still moving back up. So here's exactly what we wanted to see, people. And this is very, very good. So pay attention. We've got the 50 MA, the moving average, starting to move up here. Now, we came down a little bit, didn't necessarily test it a whole lot, but we bounced off this range right here. And we're going to still see this continue to come up. So as AMC continues to trend up throughout the day, as GME continues to trend up throughout the day, we might see a little bit of a sell-off. But again, the trend is still going to be in our favor to the upside with what we're seeing on this range, which is very solid. Once we can get this 50 above 28, well, then that's going to be even better. IWM's getting a little bit of action too. GME could maybe form a little cup and handle around here before it wants to make new intraday highs, but we're still looking great. Elon needs tax money. Yeah. Yo, SCV, market green for the most part of the today. Crypto red. Huh. Let's see. Sorry for the ruckus. Connor, you're good, buddy. Yeah, you're good. It's fine. All right, Amy back at 28 right now, 28.01. We are getting a little bit of action here. The volume still only 10.5 million. GME's volume 638,000. I mean, we're gonna need to just see a lot of it's not necessarily volume that drives it, it's buying pressure. Buying pressure leads to more volume, but volume, in my opinion, is a result, not a cause. Volume is the result of people wanting to transact more. Now, if you start to see the stock start to freak out in any one direction, yeah, the volume is going to be higher because people are going to either, if the stock is going down, most likely try to get out of their position, or if the stock is going up, either get out of their position or continue to buy more. All right, hold on. What do we got going on here? Block trade AMD 730,000 at 151.35 at above ask. Hold on. Block trade on AMD. Yeah. I'm surprised that's not wait, 151.65. Isn't that the high? 151.35. Interesting. Nothing. Schumer says Senate will vote on changing Senate rules. Nothing too crazy going on. But the news today has been a little bit slow. Jimmy might be doing a little bit of a cup and forming the cup part of a cup and handle right now. AMC's got a little bit of a W forming right now, though. A little bit of a double bottom here, right around the 50. And it's looking like it wants to come up here, too, people. Here it comes. Come on now. Let's see. Let's see. Are the ducks in here yet? We got the ducks coming in yet? Let's see. Almost. SV just jumped back in on the stream. Did you already cover Evergrande? Yeah, I don't see it as being all that crazy. New day highs. New day highs on Amy. Looking at this W right here. Wants to bounce up. We got the 50. It's looking good today, everybody. GME moving up too. AMC at 28.09 right now. Looking decent. I've only ever made money in crypto. Crypto is the definition of buy and hold. Yeah. Simply Smith, what'd you say? Made 200-ish on SHIB, sold at, oh, there you go. Put all in ETH on the dip, then sold out of ETH for another 150 gain. Lol, but I heard crypto is about to fall. Thoughts? It could. Let's see. Can you give a RIP shout out to Betty White? Yeah, rest in peace, Betty White. Been here all day, bros. Thanks, Matt Stuck Suspenders. Can you zoom in a little on AMC? Yeah. So 28.13 is the new day high on Amy. We're at 28.04 right now. Let's see if we can use 28 as a level of support. I mean, it's kind of flickering right now. We're seeing everything start to come up. What's the RSI looking like on her? 56.97. Not bad. We've got some room to go. We've got some room to go, people. It's looking decent. We got AMD coming down to its fifth. How's BBIG? I want more out of BBIG. Oh, there we go. All right, Amy's at 27.99. GME 159.06. Watch that 160 breakout on GME. We could see that today. The day high on GME 159.38. If we get a little bit of a break at 160, it could get a little bit nutty. It could get a little nutty. Let's see. Golden Cross on the 5-minute, 200 MA and 50 MA. Or it would have to be the 200, I believe. Let's see. All right. Amy, yeah, it likes 28 right now. So let's see if we can really use that 28 as some support. GME's coming back around. Let's see if this is going to be like a little bit of a cup and handle here. MACD's crossing. AMC 27.96. IWM's just kind of hanging out. What's TLT looking like right now? TLT. Let's see. Really coming down. So watch what happens to a lot of these small caps. Now they could really get jumpy if TLT is going to continue this trend down to the bottom. Let's see. John Madden and Betty White playing a mean game of Madden football in the sky. Yeah. Yep. All right, everybody. Let's see if we can get, what do we want here? So for today on Amy, I really just want to see this whole trend of a lot of these averages continue. We're seeing it on GME right now. GME doesn't really show any signs of slowing down in the near future. Yeah, a little bit of a sell-off coming to the 50, but again, it's right back up there, 158.85 right now. A little bit of a red candle, nothing too crazy. With TLT coming down the way that it is, it could bounce a little bit. We could sell off a little bit in small caps, but at the end of the day, IWM's up 1.2, AMC's up 2.72, GME's at up 6.7. It's very, very much having strong days here. Prague is ripping. Is Prague starting to get going? Here we go. Yeah, Prague up 6.7, looking decent here. Might be some time to get back into some Prague calls. If we close above 30, can we get an all-day stream with you and TMI this week? I don't know. I don't know how we would do that. I don't know how we would do something like that, but we could try. We could try. Rivian getting some sympathy if you're looking for a less risky play than Tesla. The contracts are probably going to be pretty expensive. I mean, Rivian, it's starting to come around, but Lucid was the real sympathy really getting going. Lucid up 6. So remember, we were talking about Lucid back here that I was looking for that little bit of a break with the longer term technicals. I mean, I still think that Lucid's got a lot more room to run. Just because of the fact that, like, if it starts to get going, retail and like the FOMO buyers are going to come in as well. Like Lucid's like a hot one. If it starts to go, it's going to go. Amy's looking like it wants to test the 50 here. If it does and bounces back up, that's going to be very, very nice. GME still hanging out at 158.25, looking pretty decent here, meaning don't know who will get the money. I don't know what you're talking about there. Let's get an AMC. Let's see. SFT up 12. Yeah, that's not a gamma though. There's not there. The float's too big and there's not enough contracts in the money on it to really get it going. What happens if the MOAS starts at 3 on a Friday? Then it just starts at 3 on a Friday. Called off from work today to watch STV and Amy. Notorious. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right, we're getting a little bit of news here. Let's see. U.S. Treasury 10-year rises 10 basis points, 1.61. FDA says interval between primary series and booster for Moderna unchanged at 6 months. I don't really know if that how that affects things, but everything is moving a little bit down right now. Let's see what TLT do on this move here. TLT coming up a little bit on that vaccine news. AMC selling off a little bit. Called off from work because I have the stomach bug. Trades on the toilet for the win. Ouch. That does not sound fun. All right, Amy. Let's see if it's going to come back up above this 50 right now. I mean, it could get trapped in the range again, but again, everything's starting to bend up. And with this little piece of news right here, I mean, the GME's testing the 50, IWM bouncing off a little bit. I mean, it's looking decent. 27.80 right now on Amy right now. We want ankles. Many for the. You guys really want to see the ankles, huh? Bunch of creepers. Bunch of weirdos over there looking at my ankles. All right. All right, Jamie testing is 50. This is not that big of a deal. Amy is down a little bit below, still up 2% though. Solid day so far. Meaning, does everything just stop over the weekend? I mean, we don't trade, but like, no, it wouldn't stop because think about it. If a bunch of contracts start running in the money, they're going to have to hedge a lot of them and they're going to have an obligation from the previous week, the first 2 days of the next week. So we would see gamma, we would see more FOMO. We'd have a lot of people talking about it over the weekend. We'd see a lot of things start to really get put into place if that were to really come into effect. Me personally, I like risks. You guys are weird sometimes. Like you guys are very strange. You people. All right, let's see. Let's see. A little inverse head and shoulders here. What are we looking at here? I mean, we had this W right here. We're seeing a little bit of a random sell-off in the overall. I mean, TLT's coming back up, so that's kind of why we're seeing IWM get hit the hardest here. It's IWM still up 0.93. Amy is coming down to its 100. GME just broke down below its 50. So watch for these stocks to cool off a little bit before we can start trending back to the upside again. What do you mean, you people? Screw the ankles. Hot chip challenge at 32. I will die on stream. Thoughts on Relly? A lot of people were hyped up on Relly because they thought it had like 1,000% short interest, but it didn't. We looked at that. We kind of covered that like day one when it came out. They just had a weird way of reporting things as a percentage of the float. Like their float numbers were wrong. I think they were saying the float was 100,000 or a million when the float was actually 10 million. So they just like missed a zero somewhere or two zeros, and it really messed with a lot of the data. Dude, you need real-time quotes. Your data is 2 to 3 minutes behind. No, it's not. You're seeing a little bit of a delay on my stream, but it's not 2 to 3 minutes. Whenever I use my bidet, I feel weird after. Alex, a little personal there, huh, buddy? I'm glad they don't ask you to show something else. Yeah, Smile Direct, are they getting going? Smile Direct also has, I mean, what are they at? 2. Oh, Smile Direct up 10. Small cap's having a good day today. This January could be the small cap month. Amy is at 2764 up 1.7 or 1.73 at 2766. GME 156.95, still up almost 6% on the day. IWM selling off here. You don't sit on the metal part. Oh god, I bet Fintel didn't miss a zero. Yeah, screw Fintel. Subi Sickness says ape smash like. Thank you, man. Let's see. Bidets are awesome after Taco Bell. Oh, dude, I bet they are. The government needs to subsidize bidets. I'm in a stock has no options, pretty stable, but severe dumps when 50-cent increase. Yeah, that's just day trades, day traders and shorts coming in. Amy needs to step it up. She does need to step it up. She needs to get going. She needs to get going. All right, let's see what's going on over here. Everyone I talk to that has a bidet loves it. I don't know, man. I feel like I just feel weird about myself, you know? I mean, I would try it out, but like I feel like I can do just like manually doing it. I think I can do just as good of a job. Plus, then I don't want like my underwear to get wet. Like, what are we doing here? I don't want like water going everywhere. Like that would be weird. All right, how do you short Bitcoin? You'd have to just do it on a broker that allows you to do it. What made us go up in June? Was it options? It was a culmination of events. We had the closing of an offering. We had a nasty options chain, and then we also had a breakout above the danger zone. So that's the thing that I want everybody to start talking about: the danger zone, the danger zone, the danger zone. I think Rico has it at like his supply zone is right where I've been saying the danger zone has been for a couple of weeks. So it's really nice to see like other people going through a different process, getting to the same conclusion. But when you look at average days on loan, this is the simplest way to look at it. When we look over here and we see this right here between March 15th and March 17th, well, what did we see on AMC? The average days on loan tanked. So meaning that the shorts were piling in at that range. What price was that? We've done this a little bit earlier today. What price was it right here? High of this candle, 14.49. High of this candle, 14.54. Right around here is when they started piling in, and it's 14.50. Now they did it here, which was around 52, and then they started shorting around here when people might have started selling. But then they did it here again, right around here. The level here is around 42 when the average days on loan starts to tank. So what that shows us is that there's a new danger zone being created, 42. In this time, it's a little bit different because that danger zone also comes with a nasty options chain. Nasty. Like, it's ridiculous. SV saying danger zone more than Archer in the episode with Kenny Lodge. I don't know that, but see, the one I got does not have. Oh, interesting. Danger zone. I love the danger zone. That's just kind of how I look at it. It's like, yep, we have a level where it's going to put a lot of pressure on these shorts. And that's where we're going to need to see it get to in order for us to really start to get going. Yo, 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 happy new year. My name isn't Justin Frozen Peas and Meat Juice. Nice. How do we get to 42? Well, we have a nice little gamma ramp set up a little bit for us. If we start to get that buying volume, institutional buys, I mean, we're going to see it right here. We got a little bit at 30, 35 is decent, 40's big. So 40's big on this January. And then once we see that, well, it could just set us off on a nice little just. So once we cross 40, it could really get gnarly, like really start to get interesting. That's my optimistic outlook. I think we're going to hit 33 and test 34 this week, drop to 31, run to 38 next week, dip, then 42 danger zone running into the 121. Yeah, we could. It could be a lot quicker than that because we've seen the danger that we've seen the options get hedged in the run-ups before crazy options chains happen about 2.5 weeks before the actual expiration date. What happens if January is a bust and the 145 calls that get burned? Then they just get burned. Like that, it's very possible. Like I'm not guaranteeing anything to happen with this options chain. It's just every single time we've seen a big run up, it's always had a nasty option chain that comes along with it. They can short now meme ETFs, IWM and AMC. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing about IWM and AMC. When you short those, the only way that you're having a direct effect on AMC is that if IWM is following AMC and you short IWM enough that it starts to come down, you're not directly taking loans out of AMC through IWM. That's not really how that works. What they're doing is they'll short IWM and figure out a way to buy like however many other stocks in the correct proportion in that ETF to technically only be net short AMC through IWM. So it's not actually affecting AMC's price. It's just like messing around with like, okay, now you have like a synthetic short position that you can really jack up a lot, but it's not going to show up in any short interest reports. And you also can't track who's doing it because you can't see who's shorting IWM and what their other positions are. Oh, we got the duck gang coming in. What is up to all the ducks? Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you guys had some fun over on Matt's channel. Did Matt just wrap up? Is that what happened? Nice. All right, everybody. Let's have some fun in here. Thoughts on Evergrande being delisted? I don't think Evergrande's going to be that crazy. I think it's priced in. So right now we have Amy at 2766, looking decent. Duck gang, what is going on, people? Welcome back in. Yeah, for everybody new filtering into the stream right now, if you guys don't mind just hitting that like button, just helps out with the algorithm, helps get some more people in here. We are going to be on for a while longer. We got a lot of time left, and let's see if we can get some boom boom candles on Amy, get back above that 50, get back above 28. I mean, we are seeing IWM sell off a little bit. What's TLT doing? Are they still on the high? Or like coming up? Nah, TLT is selling off here. So let's see. We had a little bit of a bump up, TLT coming down. Let's see if IWM will move back up. And then we can start to get AMC and GME back near the intraday highs as well. Is this January the same as the last January squeeze? No, we have a lot more retail investors. We're going to have a lot more options. We have a lot more of the float, like locked up, held by retail, than we did before. So this January is a little bit I would say right now that June and this January are like looking kind of similar in terms of like the exposure now. Previously, it was a little bit more of exposure with the funds. But again, they've created a lower danger zone that we could easily rip to. So we'll have to see what happens here, but let's see. Duck gang, what's up, everybody? All right. We will break hedge funds. There you go. Don't quack up. Smash the like button on the way in. Yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. What would happen if all the apes bought one call contract in the money today? You would see massive amounts of buying pressure from market makers that have to buy to hedge those contracts. 80% in GME and AMC and not tired of holding, says Kyle. There you go. Take me to bed or lose me forever. Well, that's an ultimatum there, huh? Isn't it? All right. We need Dr. Pimple Popper. I don't think we do. All right. Amy's just kind of hanging out in this range right now. IWM looking all right. TLT is still coming down. So watch over the next 5 to 10 minutes if IWM is going to start to get a little bit of action. If this TLT move to the downside gets a little bit bigger, like we're 3 cents away on TLT from making a new low. MMAT and cost. Yeah. Oh man, this one's getting going here. What's it looking like on this? All right, it's breaking through some of the averages. What I would like to see on metamaterials is a little bit of a retest of the 100 or the 50 to see them start bending around to get some confirmation of the little breakout, and then it would start to come up. Costs. Is it COSS you're looking at or COS or KOS? We'll do KOS. Same thing here. It's coming up to touch the 50. Again, I want it to break above, retest it, and then we'll see if it's going to start to really get to the upside. Same exact thing on those two. A little bit different on cost because it hasn't broken it yet, but it's getting there. Let's see. All right, we're gonna get BBIG back up here too, up 6%. Amy up 1.73. GME up 5.92. GME's having an absolute day today. IWM's looking like it wants to get going. Let's see if TLT is going to come back down. Yep, TLT wants to move a little bit down here. Here we go. What do you think of stock twits? It's like Reddit on like it's just like another Reddit. People just saying wild things. I'm not gonna be making money on so many other plays. I've been holding for almost a year and I'm not selling till it squeezes. If I wanted to sell, I would have sold in June. June was pure FOMO buying. Yeah, a little bit of gamma, a little bit of shorts covering, but nothing too crazy. Like we saw the short interest get down to like, I believe the estimates were like 12. I think so there was still a lot of short interest on AMC. And again, we ran through the chain like it was absolutely crazy. They had to hedge like the vast majority of all of those contracts that were running in the money. And then they tried to like okay, so here's what they did. In June, what they ended up doing was they increased the amount of strikes on the chain. So what they did was they basically did what the United States does with they basically sold more options with further out strikes and expirations in order to generate enough capital to hedge the contracts that they've already sold. So it's like issuing new debt to pay off existing debt. Evergrande just delisted in Turkey is screwed. Looking good for the squeeze. Watch that line of thinking because you might get very, very disappointed, like people saw when the SPY was freaking out during Thanksgiving and AMC was tanking. If we see the overall market start to sell off, AMC is going to tank before it goes up. So that's not something that I want to see because everybody's going to be in here freaking out. But again, that's exactly what we're expecting to see. And then they jack up the short interest, utilization, cost to borrow, like everything gets better. But you got to understand that in order for those numbers to get better, the price has to get worse. But right now, with what we're looking at, we're in a weird, like an interesting situation. AMC's getting a little bit of a red candle here. The volume today, 11.68 million. Nothing too crazy. Yo, 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 STV, you beautiful beast. Hope you're good, bro. Happy, healthy new year. Wishes to all the family. Sorry for the late arrival. Much love. Anytime, Simon. You are always welcome to come back in here. Also, shout out to all the ducks that are popping in here as well. You guys are pretty cool as well. Let's see. Apple going? Yeah. Let's see. All right. TLT moving, it's kind of staying flat here. IWM is looking for that double bottom at 224. Amy coming back down to VWAP. I mean, if it wants to bounce off VWAP, that's fine, but we're going to need to see a little bit more action. Again, GME right now, the 50's kind of settling down. We're going to need to see a lot more momentum start to come in in order for us to really start to trend back to the upside. But again, the market's been kind of weird recently. It is the first day of the year, so we should start to see the volume pick up throughout this week as everybody kind of comes back into the office and starts making some more trades. And then we'll see what happens. Let's check AMC's Ortex real quick. Yeah, okay. So they returned a little bit more shares, 227,000 borrowed against AMC today. 2762 right now, up 1.54. GME up 5.33. IWM is still up 0.83, looking good. TLT is getting hammered, down 1.74. Turkey's inflation is wicked high. Yeah, so what happened with Turkey is that they had like one of their Fed meetings and their representatives were like, no, we're not going to do anything to try to stifle inflation. Their currency tanked, and their whole entire market was basically hitting circuit breakers for like a couple days in a row. So that was kind of affecting what we were seeing over here a little bit. But again, like the United States has already said they're tapering, they're going to raise interest rates. So they're going to do stuff to combat inflation, which actually is bullish for the overall economy. We just have to wait and see how it reflects on the market. That's the thing that a lot of people are worried about because nobody knows how it's going to affect the overall market. We know how it's going to affect the economy. Yeah, it's going to be good. It'll lower the inflationary pressure on goods that people are going to have to buy, like the necessities that people need. But we don't know how it's going to affect the overall equity market because we haven't seen really what's going to happen with these big rate hikes. We've seen a lot of money come in, but we don't know what's going to happen when a lot of money gets sucked out yet. What is a day trade for options? I think you asked about this earlier. It doesn't matter. If you buy and sell something, it's a day trade. If you buy and sell anything, it's going to be a day trade. It doesn't matter if it's a separate stock, a separate strike. It doesn't matter. Day trade. If you buy and sell the same strike, then buy and sell the same strike. It's 2 day trades. If you buy and sell a strike and then buy and sell a different strike, it's 2 day trades. Why do they borrow and return every day? A lot of regular people shorting. Yeah, I mean, again, it's different institutions though. Like they're going to be like some of them are going to be returning, some of them are going to be borrowing, some of them need to initiate short positions, some of them need to get out of short positions. Some of them might have taken the shares out on loan and then decided I don't want to short it, and then they just return the shares. All right, let's see if we get any more data here because we are seeing. Whoa, Plain Sight says Tesla committed fraud. Interesting. Elected OPEC Secretary General says global oil demand to return to pre-pandemic levels by the end of 2022. Interesting. Ontario sees hundreds of thousands of daily new cases. I mean, shift in booster timing guidance based on Pfizer data. Pfizer selling off big on a lot of this news. Interesting. Okay, so Amy is at 27.59 right now. It is bouncing off VWAP a little bit here. IWM popping up a little bit. Not too bad. How are FTVs hidden in the options chain? Is there evidence? Yes. I mean, you know the deep out of the money put strategy where they're buying those. I believe they're buying those deep out of the money puts. The deepest out of the money puts for January, 50 cents. There's 24,000 of these contracts. They're going to expire worthless. And then previously, we've seen a lot of those trades go through at this $7 through the $9 level. A lot of these have been rolled out now. But again, when a lot of people are saying they're just going to get those options out of the money on the option chain in terms of the calls with what's already in the money, they can't. They'd have to push it down below 20 to get a significant amount of them out of the money. And then next level, that's big, is going to be 15. And then below that is going to be 12 and 10. So there's going to be a lot of options in the money going into January, basically regardless of what the shorts try to do. So it's kind of irrelevant on whether we're at 25, 22. Like it doesn't matter because they can't. We've seen them try to get it below 20 before and they failed. And that really hurt them because it created a lower danger zone. Let's see. All righty. What was the Pfizer news? There wasn't really like a lot of. It was just they issued new guidance based on like the timing of boosters based on the data that they put out. All right, Amy looking for a little bit of a move here. Let's see if she can do it. 50 cents. I know, isn't that crazy? Yeah, they think it's going to zero. Rich Greenfield, what are you doing on these puts, buddy? You buying those 50-cent puts on Amy? Let's have a moon mission. I'd love to go on a moon mission today. That would be sweet. That would be sweet. Little moon mission to start off the day. I would love that. I would absolutely love it. Let's see here. Highway to the danger zone. I mean, I would love to get a little danger zone action here. I want to see us get to 30 before we have a big green day, because if we have a big green day here, we'd have to move like $3, which would be a giant move. I want to see that above 30 so we can get into those higher levels. So more options in the money, more we're in like arm's reach of the danger zone. That's what I really want to see. Do you mean all the leaps that are in the money in January and February? They're not leaps. These are not leaps anymore. They might have been leaps last year, but if Evergrande isn't priced in, VIX calls are going to print on what? No. Guys, you can't. You're going off of the random stuff that LinkedIn articles have said. That's not how it works. If everything tanks based on Evergrande, you're going to get blown out. AMC is not going to automatically just rip when the market tanks. That's not how it works. It can eventually. That's the thing. If the market tanks, AMC has the potential to go insane. But there's a key difference. There's a key distinction here in a detail of this that you have to keep in mind. Before it rips, it has to tank first. Because in order for the shorts to want to get out, the price is going to have to be lower. If the price is just going to stay the same, they're going to keep doing what they're doing. So the price either has to go very much lower for the shorts to want to cover, or it has to rocket for them to get forced out. If it stays right here, they don't really have to do anything. So if the market tanks, maybe it's based off Evergrande. Well, most likely AMC would go down with it. The shorts are going to add, utilization goes up, cost to borrow goes up, average days on loan tanks, even lower danger zone. And then they're like, okay, it's time. Then they cover. And it's just the same thing that we've been talking about for a while, where it's like, oh, they're going to short it down. But in this range right here, we're going to have more shorts just at a lower price. And then it starts to come up. So you can't think that way, that like, oh, AMC has a negative beta on the 1 year, which people don't use anyway. They look at beta on a 5-year time frame. And the other thing is that if you take out a couple of the days where AMC was like ripping, well, the SPY was red. So that's going to mess with the data, the beta data, beta data, or the correlation and covariance data. And if you take those days out, those outliers, AMC's beta is actually positive. So in beta is not a forward-looking metric. You can't just be like, oh, a stock has negative beta. If the market has a 1-minute red candle, AMC should just go up. That's not how it works. Let's see. You're wrong. I saw it on Twitter. That's the thing, guys. This is the other thing. I'm going to like this January, if I see nonsense, I'm not going to let it go and just be like, oh, they probably mean well. No, no, no. We are too deep into this situation now for people to just start spreading nonsense. Now, if it's a cool theory that's coming out where it's like, oh, definitely we have to give it some credibility because we've seen theories play out correctly in the past. But if it's like a Ken Griffin house arrest BS thing, I'm going to shut it down as soon as I can, because I just don't think that those types of things are beneficial to our situation. Because here's the thing, Ken Griffin may not even be short AMC or GME. It's possible that they're not. It's entirely possible that they're just not. The only way that I could see them really getting in trouble with shorts on AMC and naked shorts is due to their market making activities when the stock rips, because they have to fill those orders. And if there's not enough shares that they can buy to like basically just like do a bunch of latency arbitrage to like sell it on the other end, like sell it to us, like buy it quickly and sell it to us to fill the order, well, then they're going to have to naked short, but they have 6 days to cover it. If not, it creates FTDs. Then eventually they get closed out. But again, we have that T32, I think it is. It's something like that, T plus 30, something around there. I forget when we were looking at that. We had a lot of those dates that like it could have really started to get going, but let's see. AMC volume low equals dark pools. Not necessarily. Right now the volume's at 12 million. It's not, it's kind of middle of the road for what we've been seeing. Nepal, what's up, man? How you doing? Negative beta will save us. Trust me, bro. Yeah. Last try at commenting before jumping off for the day. Might want to keep an eye on Microvision if this message gets through. If not, have a good day. What's up, Michael Jordan? How you doing? Microvision. How are they doing over here? Ooh, this thing is getting jumpy. They get news on this thing. No, 2 days ago. I mean, it's just kind of running. I don't see any news on Microvision. IWM still coming down. Amy's up 1.54% right now. We've got GME at 156.42. I mean, looking decent across the board. We're just having a little bit of a sell-off from the highs where IWM was at. But if IWM starts to turn around in the other direction, we could really see Amy start to get back to that $28 level. Am I still on house arrest, Nepal? Stop it. Bought a $28 April 14, 2022 call contract. Wish me luck. Daddy needs a new wide-body Challenger. There you go, Juan. Good luck, man. I'm doing good, Nepal. Not with the house arrest stuff, but, you know, everything else pretty decent. Yeah, also, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Just helps out with the algo. Thank you to you guys who have already done that and who are going to. It helps out a whole lot. Pfizer thoughts? Pfizer's probably done for now unless they come out with some new news about stuff that's going on with whatever treatments they're putting out with the pill or their boosters and stuff like that. But other than that, I think Pfizer's kind of going to fizzle out for now. So glad I bought that 1.5 IWM call earlier. I didn't want that money. That's funny. You know what I think we should do? I think we should do a little bit of basketballs and rockets right now. I think that's what we should do. You guys want to try it out, see what happens? See how good you guys are at kind of pumping it up? I think we should get some basketballs and rockets going in here. SIAC. That one going too. This one's a crypto one, isn't it? SIAC's crypto? No. Advertising. Sea change. Interesting. Okay. All right, Amy coming back down to VWAP. You guys are not helping out a whole lot with the Rockets and basketballs. Not helping a whole lot. All right, here we go. Let's see here. SPY about to go up. We haven't looked at SPY in a while. Let's see how SPY is doing today. I mean, SPY might be holding up. It's flat, down 0.08%. Everything's kind of making its way down now. GME now at VWAP. Amy down below. Pretty much everything that we're seeing here. I don't like basketballs. I'm short. You know what? You can like it if you would like. You can not like it. You can like it. What happened with Fintel? I saw it mentioned on Twitter, but I don't know what they did. Basically, they pooped in their own cereal. They bit the hand that fed them. They basically came out and were basically like talking trash about like retail, like us, the apes, who have basically been the only ones promoting Fintel in 2021, who probably allowed that one dude running it to have a very successful year for himself. So they basically were saying things like naked shorts not exist, you're a conspiracy theorist, like saying all this wild stuff about retail. And then retail was like, screw you. Like, what are you talking about? And then everybody was like, we're just not going to use you anymore. And there's other free resources that we can use. Someone shorted my height. Any Fed talks this week? There shouldn't be. If we're gonna get one, it should be middle of the month, I think. Let's see. Where's BBIG at? Hopefully it's not getting hammered. Yeah, and not too bad. The sell-off on BBIG is not too bad. GME's still up 4.86. AMC's up 0.92. Even with IWM having this big sell-off, we have a day high at 28.13. We're currently at 27.44. The Citadel Twitter guy went to Fintel. What do you mean? Happy New Year, everybody. Let's get it. AMC, these tendies. There we go. There we go. All righty. GM, Tesla, Apple, and Amy is 80% of your portfolio. There you go. I mean, those are some really solid stocks to have. Tesla doing good. Oh, how is Tesla doing now with this little sell-off? I mean, everything was looking solid. Yeah, it's coming down a little bit, but it has a day high at 1,174. Is Lucid holding up? I would say Lucid would get a little bit more. Honestly, that's not bad. 40.50 is the day high. It's coming down a little bit here, but again, we are seeing. I mean, how's TLT? That's kind of what's been moving the market today. Yeah, TLT moving back up a little bit, but not enough to really cause this sell-off. So that was probably the news on Pfizer and new cases that was really kind of bringing everything down a little bit. So hard to find good social media managers these days. They just end up raging out. What do you mean? Let's see some negative beta. Let's do it. Let's see here. Did you see Asperino is going to cover AMC bull case today on Fox? No, he's not. No, he's not. That would be funny. Yeah, we need to get up to that danger zone. I mean, the option chain is still looking nasty. Like, look at this thing. 110,000 contracts in the money, 484,000 contracts out of the money. I would not be surprised if this number gets up to 500,000 tomorrow, or even this week. Crypto going down steady. Yeah. Did Gasparino tweet? Yeah. All right, here we go. Wrong again. Wrong again. Kenny market maker. Even if you get rid of payment for order flow, he will be making hand over fist and people keep buying the stock. Wrong. That's incorrect, Gasparino. What's he talk? I haven't seen any of this. He hasn't said anything. Two ways of looking at AMC amid the pandemic surge. Bear case, shutdowns, ETC will depress theater attendance, as it has been doing for all except blockbusters. Incorrect, buddy. Bull Federal Reserve would be hard-pressed to raise rates, thus inflating risky assets. That's actually true. Yeah. I mean, back on the start again today, Fox Business, they kick off the new year and report on all things finance. I might even throw in some AMC coverage. See, told you don't get fired for reporting the truth. He's a funny guy, that one. He's a funny guy. I would like to just debate with him on like, you're just wrong. Like, how are you? Like, I would just like to ask, how would you go through the process of valuing this company right now? How? What are you going to do? You have there's so many like intangibles that you cannot predict that it's going to be very, very difficult for them to have any idea what the company is fairly valued at right now. I'm glad I don't live on Twitter. Seems like a horrible place to focus your attention on. It's not great. I don't call them out of the money contracts for AMC. I call them tickets. You know, the destination. Yeah. I'm coming in for green candles for the second half of the trading day. Yeah. How is Hood up? Burn, Robin Hood, burn. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I mean, he will say there's no bull case on AMC. Yeah, Benson. Can a whale throw a bunch of money at AMC? Thanks. That would be institutions. So when you guys want a whale to come in, it's institutions that are doing it. It's not whales. Most likely not whales. It's most likely in big institutional purchases coming in and buying up AMC in big amounts in order to kind of get the they want the price to go up. They own it. They want the price to go up. RNVA Gauge, don't spam. I haven't. But I'll take a look. Over. No. Just automatically, immediately no. Immediate. What is this? What is this thing? 140. Was this like a reverse split? What is going on here? Immediately no on this thing. I don't. There's no news on it. This thing, it looks like a. All right. Spy's coming back up here. Let's see if Amy's going to get a little. Let's get IWM back here on the bottom left. RNBA up 4,900% today. I don't know how that works, but this thing is. I don't know. I don't know. That thing is nuts. Millions of shares with a cost of that looks like a crypto. It was twice. Sorry, it goes up and down 9,900%. That's insane. Grandpa Barney is a whale. Where's he at? Probably YOLOing more AMC. Yeah, Grandpa Barney, where you at? He did say he was buying more today. That's like a 100,000% gain. You got some? I mean, there you go. It's just a weird. It's trading. Here's the thing about it. Wait, what was it? RNVA? It says it's trading at. Oh, there it is. 9,900%. What's the yeah, this thing is doing weird stuff. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. Grandpa Barney's out shoveling slow. He works as a lineman. So he's out doing something. How's Prague looking right now? 5%? I want more. I want more out of Prague. All righty. It's all OTC and the trades are timed at the moves in the market. Interesting. All right. I got burned bad on calls, so I decided to sell weekly covered calls till we MOAS. Caleb, you're playing with fire, buddy. You're playing with fire. All right. AMC coming back up. Let's see if we can get it back into this little range here. That's kind of what we want to see. We got GME up 5.4. We got Prague doing good. What's BBI? Actually, let's get TLT back over here. See what they're doing. Oh, boy. Moving up a little bit. Let's see if it hits the fit. Okay. It beat me to it. I was literally about to say hit the 50, use it as resistance and come down. And literally as I was saying it, it gets that pretty decent red candle. So selling covered calls are risky for AMC. It's one of the most risky things you can do. The VIX has been making higher lows today on the 1 minute. I mean, I could pull up the actual VIX, but let's look at VXX. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, Amy getting a little pop here. Here we go, people. Here we go. That's what we need on Amy. Get back into the range. Get back above 28. BBIG looking good. Amy up 1.32. IWM. Coming back to life, people. You worked with Grandpa Barney for many years. Cedar Creeper, there you go. It's been real sus for months. I'd keep an eye on it for real. Gage, honestly, I might do that. I mean, my initial thought is immediately no, but I could take some risks on it. We could see what happens over there. Reddit says found cause to popular feeds issue, mitigating it. Interesting. Toyota to launch its own operating software, vying with Tesla and VW. Yeah, nothing too crazy coming out on the news, but we are seeing Amy get back into this range here. That's kind of what we want to see. I mean, it's very similar price action to what we've been seeing. Sell off, come up, sell off. Like it's just very, very similar to all of the other different days that we've been watching it for. You people. Let's see. Finish over 28 today. TBH, not asking for a lot. Yeah. Every time I watch, every time there's a big dips, there's trades in RNVA. Like, what do you mean? Like in the overall market? Calling it right now, AMC closes 6.5 hours to the right. Ethan, thanks for the super. Wait, what did you say? Yeah, I think so. Ethan, good to see you in here, man. Happy New Year. Thanks for reading the chat and responding. You are one of the few that actually read it. Caleb, I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. I mean, it helps to read the chat. Like you guys provide a lot of talking points, so keep it going. 100 million in buys and 100,000 in sale. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Yeah. So if you guys don't mind, just dropping some likes on the stream just helps out with the algo going into midday today. You guys have been super, super supportive today. I really, really appreciate it. We are really close to that 1,000 like threshold too, which is always fun. Get those 4 digits. What is Amy? Why do I always have to keep saying this? It's not AME. It's Amy. And this is Jimmy. Every time. I feel like Ryan, you asked that a lot too. Happy birthday. Oh, it's White's birthday. There you go. We're going to need a 35.58% green day for you to get your birthday wrench. Let's see. Where's your rant? It makes Amy put on her shoes and go for a run. I try. I don't have one right now. My thought was leverage or collateral on some sort of timing with a 9,900% moves. Yeah, it could be. That's just kind of a weird one to. I mean, she's moving up right now. I mean, Amy's moving up. I mean, it hasn't moved. Like it's still at like 0.00000001. PTN. How's PTN doing? You guys love your PTN. PTN is sold off very significantly since the last time that I was looking at it. I was looking at it at like zero point 0.8 when like the Thanksgiving week when it really started to get going. I think BBIG is still looking decent. I think it could really start to come back up, especially with those new announcements on what could happen, especially in 2022. But it's looking solid. Ortex on wallet. No more Walmart. Little Birdie told me the ripening shall return, says Skylar. There we go. There we go. That's kind of what we need. Right there, the ripening. IWM getting a little bit of selling pressure here. What's TLT? Is TLT causing this right now from behind the scenes? Yeah, a little bit. Broke above the 50. So let's see what happens. 2760 on AMC, up 1.5%, doing all right. GME 156.35, up 5.36%. Very, very solid day on GME. Amy's looking like she wants to come back up. SV, my account hit negative 35.58% on my birthday. Does that count? Rhode Island? No, it does not count. We need a 35.58% in the green on Amy in a day, and then we can throw out some wrenches for the day. Hi, STV. What's up, Pam? How you doing? Yo, Vix, appreciate you. And I assaulted the like button. Damn. Thank you. What is the price target I keep hearing about for 121 at 145? It's not a price target. It's just the furthest expiration strike or the furthest strike on the expiration date for 121. If we run through the chain, it's going to go nuts. But again, if we get to 145 anyway, like that's going to be crazy. There's just a lot of contracts there, like a lot of contracts at 145. Has it cracked 200K yet in terms of contracts? Let's see. Maybe we could see it tomorrow. I mean, we saw the volume 3,000 already today. That they're coming down a little bit, but what is it? 182,000 contracts at 145. That is huge. Roses are red. Citadel's deranged. Let's keep holding. Nothing has changed. Simon G. I like that. I like that. Happy New Year to all, says Pam. Thank you, Pam. Happy New Year to you too as well. Bots, PTN bots. Ashley, she slams match chat too. Interesting. Maybe they like PTN. I remember when the uranium squeeze people would come into my comment section. I was like, "What are you doing?" It was like you or something. I was like, "What are you squeezing uranium for?" Like, relax, everybody. SV, I will get. Will I get a birthday ban if my birthday is a negative 40% candle? Oh, we could do that too. If it's your birthday and you get a negative candle, we could you could just get like consistently timed out throughout the day. I think that would be hilarious. I think that would be funny. Let's see. Oh, we got Pam in the building. There we go. All right. 27.48 for Amy right now. Just kind of chilling, honestly. Just chilling out. Market's kind of selling off from the highs, so not a whole lot's going on today. I mean, the volume is it's I mean, it's kind of middle of the road. It's not like it's not high, it's not super super low, but we're at 13.03 million in volume on AMC right now. Let's see. Can't make me a mod. I'm fire at dodgeball, and if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. I don't know. Time and sales is what you have to watch. It's got a market cap of 20, really, and a float of 1.18. Yeah, Gage, that's a weird one. Uranium was due to the Australian UK nuclear submarine deal with the US. Yeah, but like it was weird to see everybody trying to like squeeze uranium. I was like, what are you doing? Like seriously, what is going on? Oh yeah, Pam went to the parade. Pam, how was the parade? Was it good? SB, is there a way to calculate how much the 145s would be worth if they run in the money? Yeah, you can go to optionsprofitcalculator.com and it'll tell you. Um, But again, it's not gonna be exact because you're gonna have a lot of other like, you're just gonna see, like, the IV skyrocket. You're gonna see, like, a lot of people bidding up those contracts. The market makers are gonna need to get them back, to close them out because it's honestly it's more cost effective for them just to buy to close the contracts than to hedge. But what are they gonna do? Like, again, 145 is $14,500 per contract if you exercise. That's a lot of money that retail just doesn't have. Literally $1.18 for what? Interesting. Remember when volume was 900 million? Oh, the good old days. We never know how good we had it at the time. Yeah, I mean, that volume was crazy. We'll see it again once we start to rip a little bit. Like we'll see 200 million, 500 million. If we really start to get going, we might see us crack like a billion in volume. We're coming back up a little bit here. We do have a little bit of a W here, but it is making some higher lows coming up over the last like 20 minutes. So that could be a good sign to really start breaking out and back into this range to try to get on that upward trajectory again. Same thing with GME a little bit. We're at 156.39, looking all right here. How do I effectively exit a spread during an IV spike? I don't get filled. Why would you want to? What kind of spread? A debit spread? You just have to get both legs of the contract hit on the as the float is 1.8 million shares. Shares come up to a total of float of $1.18. What? So you could buy the entire float with $1. Yeah, Tesla fraud scandal news. There's no way. What's the float on this? Yeah, that's insane. Okay, this thing is kind of wild. I don't know what's going on with RNVA. It's OTC. That's a weird one. Yeah, the Tesla fraud scandal news came out a little while ago. Let's see if it's reacting. No, Tesla doesn't give a shit. AMC to the floor, says Caleb. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Caleb. What's wrong with you today? Did you pull a Fintel and poop in your own cereal? We hit 30 today. I'll buy another 500 shares, says Vince. There you go. All right, we got a nice little double bottom, a little W on IWM right now. Let's see what's going to happen here. That's what I'm hearing, but hopefully seeing it in theaters makes it cooler. We'll go see Spider-Man next in IMAX. There you go. Caleb's mad. Caleb, what are you mad about? What are you mad about? No. I actually saw the no. Frank, they actually did. Somebody did report that Tesla was committing fraud. AMC calls pooped on you. Oh, but like that's not AMC. That's not anybody's fault. I hate to say this, but if the contracts don't go in your favor, it's not your here's the thing. It's not your fault that the position didn't go in your favor. It's your fault for putting an amount of money in that you were not willing to take a significant loss on. That's how it's your fault. But the position going against you, no, it's not really your fault unless you like just willy-nilly YOLO'd it. And then it would be your fault. But you got to trade with an amount of money that you're willing to lose, or else you're going to get into situations like that where you're going to get pissed and be like, oh, shoot. And then you're like, why didn't this work? No more options trading, blah, blah, blah. Then you revenge trade and blow up your account. That's not what you want. Just keep an eye on it over time. Yeah, that's a weird one. Didn't take a loss, just didn't make a. Yeah, okay, come on. Hey, Porcalypse, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's see. Let's see. Squeezes, huh? Nah, Zomedica's a weird one because I remember when they first released their True Forma and they sold one of them to a massive facility. Their products aren't that expensive. If that massive facility only needed one, well, there's not many of those massive facilities in the country, and it's not really a scalable business. So I don't know what are they doing now? Yeah, so I liked it, but then when that news came out, I was like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just been severely downtrending. It's always your fault. Power and your responsibility cannot be separated. That's true. Another flat fake trading day for AMC. Algo repeating. Nothing to see here. I mean, it is kind of repeating. Let's see what happens. I mean, we're gonna come back on at 115. And we're going to go until a close. Zomedica bought another profitable company recently. Oh, good for them. That is actually a really smart thing for them to do, because if what I've just said is like going to be the way their business is going to operate, and they're not going to be able to push out enough volume of the True Forma. I mean, again, they're going to be able to release different like kits for it, which is good. And that's a little bit, they could do like a subscription revenue thing similar to, I think NNDM does it, or Bingo. I think one of them does it, but rant about space call drama. Oh, dude, I don't really care. Space calls are just like literal. I hate to say this, but it's literal children fighting. Like people arguing in space calls about nothing in drama. It's literal waste of time. Like that's how you lose brain cells, just arguing with people on the internet. Please don't do that, anybody. Do you think Rivian is being held over 100 for a reason? No. No, the space call drama is, oh my God, man. The whole drama thing. It's like, that's not what we're here to do. It's not about interpersonal BS. That's not it. Stop acting like children, and you don't get to get treated like children. Not much. Checking in, seeing what's going on between jobs. Hey, Porcalypse, good to see you in here, man. Sales just came in of 2 million shares. Wait for a move in AMC and GME. Dude, if that happens, Gage, that's going to be the wildest thing ever. If they're like using this weird thing to go crazy. Some of the space calls are very, very productive, but when the drama starts to get going, it's literally like, hey, brain cell lost time. Like, that's literally what it is. Some of them I will always go into. If I see like certain people in space calls, I know it's going to be good in a good call. Like Jay Brown space calls all day long. But if it's going to be one of these other ones that like always has drama, it's like, why waste the time? Let's see. Let's see here. How else would we steam those wrinkles out of our brains? Fair. All right, guys. It is 12. That is going to wrap up the morning stream. If you guys don't mind, just drop some likes on the way out. If you enjoyed the morning stream, it makes it easier for YouTube to send this video to you guys once we come back on at 1:15 Eastern. So if you guys would like to come back in, you guys are more than welcome. We'll be back on at 1:15. I know TMI is streaming right now, so make sure you guys go say hi to TMI and drop some. Let's do snowmen and bowls. Just go spam TMI's chat with those. And then I will be back on at 1:15. I'm gonna go get some food, run to the gas station, and we'll be back. So thank you guys. Hopefully we get some nice candles out of AMC, and in my absence we can start ripping because that's typically what we see to happen. But yeah, watch for AMC to get back into this range that we have here with the VWAP, the 50, the 100, and the 200. And other than that, thank you guys. This was fun. Later, alligators.